Yeah. Please ensure any bags, purses, or anything are not in the aisles. We have to keep those clear for the cameras and the spotters. Please make sure everything is under your table. stand, but that's okay.
Okay.
We're okay for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say run that at the same time, but it has a hole in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so what we almost need is a secondary call. Okay. Are you ready? All right. Good morning, puzzlers. Welcome to our 4th Canadian Nationals. I'm loving all the spectators up in the stands, all the family and friends. That's amazing. I'm glad you're here. So we're super excited to be in this new venue. We have 950 participants over the weekend. So that is our record now. We started this 4 years ago. Russ and I got it out of the gate with our very first virtual competition with 10 competitors to give it a go and see how it ran. And that was in January 2023. So we think we've grown a lot since then. This is pretty exciting. So you'll see there's a team up here. This is actually our CJPA board. So I just really quickly wanted to introduce you to everybody on the team. So I'm Amanda Belanger. And then of course we've got Russell Walsh that you're all familiar with. My right hand who keeps me organized, Fawn Gallard here. We have Mina at the end. She is our volunteer lead at Nationals, and she keeps all of these spotters doing what they need to do to get those times in as quick as possible. So that's amazing. We've brought Rebecca Waddell on. She's out of Manitoba. She's joined us from there. She runs our puzzle socials, and she's also doing the Manitoba Regionals this year. We've got Corinne Tremblay, who's been with us since the beginning as well, out of Quebec. She runs our Quebec regionals and helps getting the newsletter out, and she also did an amazing job last night having fun social activities for you guys to participate in. And then on my far right, out of Alberta, we have Tina, who's joined us recently. She's going to be taking over all of the virtual competitions online, and she's also helping us out by leading up a lot of our live stream this weekend. And we also have an Alberta regionals in the works for the fall, so we're excited about that. So thank you so much to everybody on this team who does amazing work to make all of this stuff happen. So thank you. One other quick shout out is 3 people on our board actually did bring their partners in crime. So Noon is around. She's been at the raffle table. That's Russ's wife. We also have, sorry? The little one at the raffle table. We also have Cy. Where's Cy at? Wave Cy. I can't see you. Oh, he's sitting down over here. That's Mina's husband. And then Jared. Jared's up in the stands right now, but he's going to be spotting and filling in all over the place this weekend for us, and that's Rebecca's husband. So thank you to the significant others for coming along and helping us out. Some other people to mention for our Nationals lead team. Hind, you can wave if you're around, but she's been helping us all weekend. She was our go person yesterday, last night, getting the t-shirts that were supposed to be ready earlier, and she got them at 6 p.m. So she's been running back and forth and getting all the food for our volunteers and running the registration area. Pat McDonald is our scorekeeper, so she's up at the front. She's going to be inputting all of the data today. Please be patient. The results will get put into the document, but we do have a lot to input, so hang tight. Jen, where's Jen? Oh, up at the front as well. So we've got Jen. She helped us out in Montreal, and she was amazing there. We said, we need you, we need you, we need you. So she came out from Ottawa to help us out, and she's going to be helping out behind the scenes as well with Cy for the live stream. And then we have Corey up here at the front. So Corey is another significant other whose partner is participating, and he will be doing photography all weekend, taking photos. We were going to get it uploaded on a Flickr platform. He knows more about it than me, and you'll be able to access those photos. So thank you to all those other people I've mentioned as well. And then in addition, just to let you know, throughout the weekend, we have 100 different volunteers helping out in some capacity. So big round of applause to everybody. Just wanted to give a shout out as well to our live stream crew. There's 9 of them here. They are here all weekend. They were here setting up yesterday all day with us as well. And they're pulling 12, 14-hour days just like our lead team. So thank you for being here and doing the heavy lifting for us in that regard. Where would we be without our sponsors? So big shout out to two very important groups. One you all know very, very well, and that would be Ravensburger. So up at the front of the room, we have Rin here, who's flown in from the US to help us out here. And Erin, I don't know if she's here yet. Is she here? Erin, and I also saw Tracy, so they're reps who work in Canada as well. Did you want to say anything? Oh, thank you. I haven't met Danny yet. So, awesome. So Erin and Danny, and they welcome you coming up and chatting with them. So they have provided all the puzzles for the event this weekend. They've also provided prize puzzles, and they've provided giveaway puzzles, everything from the Friday night social they provided for us. So we could not pull off an event of this scale without their massive support. So thank you to Ravensburger. And I should also mention that the live stream is happening because of Ravensburger, so thank you to that. And I know you all know them already, and I know you've already been to the store, but at the back of the room we have Puzzles Canada. I believe it's Bruce there. I have bad eyesight. Yeah, Bruce, and is Trista there too? Maybe not today. Maybe she's at the store. Bruce and Trista are the owners of Puzzles Canada. They have been supporting the CJPA right out of the gate. They were shipping our puzzles for us at the beginning, wrapping them, shipping them, doing all the stuff that made us grow to where we're at today. We wouldn't be here without them. We are in Georgetown, which is just a 10-15-minute walk from their store. So if you haven't checked it out, you have to go see it. It is amazing. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do for us. We wouldn't be where we are without you. We love that you let us use your warehouse space so we can get our job done. And they accepted the shipments for us. They just do so much. So thank you. So. No. So one more thing. Ivy and Carolina were super helpful, and they set up that beautiful cozy corner, the Canadian-themed camping corner, which looks amazing. If you haven't had a chance to have a photo op, please do that, and thank you to them for taking that on for us. I am going to hand it over to Russ, who's going to get everything started for the round, go over a couple little rules, and then we want to start on time, which is 9 o'clock, so we may have a little pause before we actually get going. So hang tight, and here you go. Take it over, Russ.
Okay. Good morning. Welcome to the Jigsaw Puzzle Capital of Canada, Georgetown, Ontario. There's one more special person I need to introduce, and if you look to the front in the right-hand corner in the front behind the Canadian Jigsaw sign, you will see my Auntie Dot, who has never missed a round. Auntie turned 100 last October, and she is here every year to cheer you on. Okay, we need to go through some things. As we mentioned, this is a live stream event. So if you haven't already told your friends or family to tune in, tell them quickly before we get going. There should have been a 99 little piece puzzle on your table for you. That is a little present for you. We will be doing raffle draw for this round. We've got a long list of names. This is the raffle from the tickets you bought in the back there. Oh, I'm supposed to stop wandering. Sarah Gallion. Okay, we'll deliver them to you. We will be drawing a number of the puzzles from the front table, which will be drawn every round. We are not going to read out all the names. They've been drawn in advance, but the spotters throughout the round will be, if you want a puzzle, we'll be placing it underneath your table. So when you are done and you get up to leave, if there's a puzzle underneath your table, that's yours. Take it with you. Okay? Yeah. Some of the puzzles we used last night in our social, so if it's open, don't worry, it's still a new puzzle. Okay, this is the qualifying round. We have 200 participants in this round. 90 of you will qualify to move on to the final. And the top what is it, the top 10 will actually have their own table in the final. So an extra incentive to really push hard to get to the end there, okay? If you qualify for the final or not, the results will be uploaded on the website, but it will take a little bit of time. So please don't push us too hard, but it will be up in lots of time before you actually have your round comes up. You have a 500-piece puzzle. You have 2 hours to compete. I forgot. Okay, you have table numbers on your table. Please ensure they stay on the corner of the table. We need these for the camera operators so that the live stream hosts are able to identify you by your table number. So please ensure that they stay there and they are visible so that we're able to identify you if you are on the live stream. We want to once again thanks Ravensburger and Puzzles Canada for everything that they have done for us so far. The puzzles can be purchased. Yeah. All right.
Next page.
All right, next page. All right, let's get going here. All right, this is the qualifying round. All of the rules have been posted online. They're posted at the back. We're not going to go over them again. I think you've been here. A lot of you have been here enough times. You know the rules. Once you receive your puzzle package, do not open it. It must not be opened until we tell you to. Sorting trays are permitted, up to 2 for a 500-piece puzzle or 4 for 1,000. Sorting trays must not interfere with your partner on the other table. The stickers on the boxes have all been cut so that you do not need to worry about that. We ask you please be mindful of your space as you are all sharing tables. When you are close to completing your round, please raise your hand in the air. If you don't see a spotter or whatever, they will come to your table so that they can get your time as accurate as possible. We ask that you please keep the aisles clear for spotters and the camera people as they will be moving constantly up and down the aisles. If there's a missing piece in your puzzle, do not break the puzzle apart. Let the spotter know. We do have an extra puzzle, so we will be able to get you the piece you need for your puzzle. So if it is missing a piece, please leave it on your table. We will attempt to catch as many people as we can when you complete your puzzle on the live stream. The spotters may tell you that when they're finished, if the camera operators are very busy, they may ask you just to sit tight for a moment till we can get you on camera and then pack up your puzzle and go. Once you're all done, we ask that you pack up your puzzle and you leave the competition area, please. If you do not finish the puzzle, when the time is up, we will tell you to stop, and at that point in time, we ask that you stack your pieces in stacks of 10, and the spotters will come around and help you count them, and you will be ranked based on how many pieces you had completed in your puzzle. Is everybody ready? If I could ask the volunteers to please distribute the puzzles, and like I said, do not open the puzzles, please. We'll give them a bit of time. If you do not get a puzzle, please raise your hand in the air so that we don't miss you. Please do not open the bag at all. If anybody does not have a puzzle, please raise your hand in the air. Is there anybody who does not have a puzzle? So it looks as though all the puzzles are distributed. Believe it or not, I actually finished a little bit early. All right. Okay. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and puzzle.
Association. This is our national championship competition. I am Tina Forsyth, one of your live stream hosts for this round.
Hi, good morning. I'm Kyla Norris, your co-host this morning.
Awesome. You are joining us for round A, which is the first of 2 qualifying rounds for the individual event, and our puzzlers are solving an unreleased 500-piece Ravensburger puzzle. They have 2 hours to complete the puzzle, and there are 200 puzzlers competing in this round, and the fastest 90 puzzlers are going to qualify for our individuals. So let's take a look at
Let's
this.
take a look.
I
Oh
don't
my
know for
gosh.
sure who can see what yet. I think we are having some live stream difficulties, so if you're watching the recording after the fact, we have some live. We are recording for everybody, of course, even though we're not streaming live necessarily at the moment. But yeah, this puzzle is like, what do you think of this one, Kyla? One of our stock image puzzles.
It
looks
is.
like.
So we're starting off the individual rounds with a photograph of what looks like someone drinking hot chocolate sitting in a tent camping. The first thing that pops out to me is the yellow from the tent.
Yeah, I think that's Emerald Lake in the Banff area, actually.
Oh,
I
nice.
believe that's what that is. It's a beautiful image. That yellow is either going to be the place to start or the last thing
place
you want
to
to look
finish.
at, one or the other with that. So, yeah, so that's looking pretty good there. That's looking pretty good. I think, yeah, I don't know where I would start. Would you be like I might leave to the edges to the end of this one if I was starting it.
I think so
Not
too.
totally
With
sure.
that amount of yellow, I think truthfully, as I flip, I would be one to move all the yellow pieces aside and maybe start with the inside of the tent with the sleeping bags and the air mattresses. Maybe pull the bright yellow from the center of the image where the cabin is in the treescape, and then maybe just struggle at the end with the yellow.
Just struggle. So we are watching, getting some folks going here. We're seeing some of the tables. The camera folks are watching people in their flips, starting to get things, all their puzzle pieces flipped over, which of course is a very common starting point. Oh, all the way back to our corner in 200 there. We do have 200 competitors, 100 tables in the arena here this year, which is really exciting. This is almost double, I think just under double the size of what the event was last year at a different venue. So it is really, really exciting to
Yes.
have this many puzzlers
Exactly. This
together
is
in a room.
definitely the largest nationals event we've had
Oh, yeah.
thus far.
Yeah.
It's so impressive to see that many puzzlers this early in the morning
Yeah.
out and flipping their pieces and coming up with game plans to solve this first image.
Yes. I think, yeah, flipping wise, you can definitely, as we're flipping this type of puzzle, you can definitely start to pull out some good, especially that yellow for the tent. We would be pulling those pieces out, I think, as we're flipping here. But depending on the person, some people like to start with their edges. It'll be interesting to see what people's approaches are with this. So
Exactly.
I wonder if we are live-ish
Let's
yet,
take
or
a
if we're getting
look.
live. We were having some technical difficulties, everybody, with getting everything going here. So
I'm
it is being recorded. Of course, we're still chatting away for everybody, even though we're not live at the moment on the live stream. Oh yeah, here's our view of the puzzle on there.
Oh, that's a great
Everybody.
shot of that puzzle.
Yeah.
There we go. Everyone is so busy flipping. I always really enjoyed the first few minutes of individual rounds because it's so quiet and it's almost ASMR listening to all the tap, 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 tap as people are flipping their puzzle pieces. I really enjoy that.
The relaxing sounds in the background of puzzle pieces being flipped for everybody. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're getting some folks pretty close. And at this stage, people, especially some of the faster puzzlers, are going to be finished or finishing their flips and getting ready to start building. So we're definitely seeing, so that would be table, I can't see the number there. Table 159 and table 160. We have, that's Anne and Shani there who are starting to get, it looks like mostly done the flip. And again, starting to build out a little bit of the edge.
Yes, and
everything.
starting to get that bottom edge started.
Getting that built out. And hopefully, I know live stream folks can't hear us yet at the moment. We're hoping to get that going for everybody as soon as we can. I know we're about 5 minutes into the round here so far.
Yes.
Table 24 and 23. That is Adele and Olivia, it looks like. And yeah, Adele is definitely in process of starting to build out the edges. And that little, I guess Olivia, that would be the red sleeping bag.
Yes, it looks like she's got that bottom corner already built.
Yeah.
That's a great texture. It looks like that would be, as you're flipping, that rumpled kind of red sleeping bag texture would really stand out to pull. It's a nice small project to knock out and get out of the way.
It's always good to have a first success
yes,
in the puzzle, to feel like we are accomplishing something as we're starting this build. We do have, so all the puzzles that are a part of this competition, they are all unreleased Ravensburger puzzles. There are 6 artists, I believe, that have new puzzles that are going to be a part of this event. So this would be puzzle 1 of 9 that we're going to get to see this weekend. And of course, being an individual round, this first puzzle is a 500-piece puzzle. Again, we have 200 competitors right now. 90 of them will be going forward to the finals round, which is taking place later in the day. It's really nice to see it's very sunshiny and bright in the Mold Masters Arena too. There's like a beautiful space. There's lots of light in here for everybody. Everybody looks good on screen as they're puzzling.
So good. The sun coming through the side windows just really lights the space up.
So 133, Beth and Martin are at tables 133, 134, and they're definitely making some progress. It looks like Beth has some sorting trays. Beth is one of our international competitors. We actually do have, I can't remember the date, but there was the competition's open to Canadians, including Canadians who live abroad. And any spots that were left over, I think about a month ago, got opened up to international competitors. So we do have a number of people here who are international, who aren't Canadian, but they've chosen to come up and see us here in Georgetown, close to Toronto. International competitors, they can qualify for finals rounds, so they can move on into the finals round, but they do not qualify for any of our prizes at the end. So of course there's some speedier folks maybe on the international side that are here, but unfortunately they can't win the prize. We're here for Canada's fastest puzzlers here in the individuals. Yeah, so getting some, it looks like Martin's getting that top. He's getting that worked out the edge. Once the pieces are flipped over, you can definitely see the yellow.
How much
really
yellow dominates
there.
this image, yes.
Yeah.
And left side versus right side, the tone, like the color tone of the yellow, the texture is the same. So it's going to be challenging, certainly differentiating left side versus right side of the puzzle, because they both look the same.
Well, because that's probably about a quarter, if not a third, of
I think
the pieces
so.
are yellow.
I think so.
which is actually quite a lot when we're looking at it that way. So yeah, I don't know about you, Kyla, but I see this and I'm like, I want to start working on it.
I know,
now,
I'm just
too.
itching to get that box open and dump the pieces on the table so we can start puzzling as well, along with everybody.
Yeah. So 173, 174, we have Stephen and Ben here. Oh, and it looks like Ben has his pieces very sorted out into the yellow, yellow separate from everything else there. And I'm curious, I know we're not live on the live stream at the moment, but if we were, for everyone, how would you be approaching this puzzle? Would you be looking at, I mean, personally, I'm usually an edge first puzzler. That's my preference, but I don't know that I would do that with this one.
No, I'm the same. I really like having the edge done to give me a frame to work off of, but because there's so much yellow, I don't know that I would approach it that way.
Yeah.
Instead of doing the edges, I may try to frame the tent opening. It kind of has that darker band in a semicircle type pattern. I might try to pull those so that I could frame the image of the cottage and the lake and the trees, and then do that and work out from there.
Yeah.
Now, are you a sorter when you puzzle, or do you flip and kind of pick what you need as you go?
When I'm puzzling for fun, I'm definitely a sorter.
Yes.
I like to have things sorted. When I'm doing the speed puzzling competitions, by no means am I fast or speedy, but I do tend to, especially with a 500 piece, I like to flip everything over. But honestly, that's something I would like to get better at, is not just flipping the pieces, but then getting a little bit more strategic with sorting once they're flipped over. Because then otherwise our eyes are having to go everywhere, all over the table, trying to I'm looking for this one little thing. And yeah, what's your approach, Kyla, with puzzling, with speed puzzling?
I tend to flip all my pieces and leave them on one side of the table, and then I go back in and hover over them and pick what I need. Don't know if that always works for me to its advantage, or if it slows me down because I'm repeating scanning the pieces over and over again. Sometimes I will start to pick pieces and we'll sort after everything's flipped, which I know adds more time to our speed puzzling total, but a combination of the two, depending on the image.
Yeah. And it definitely is a matter of what kind of puzzle we get to, of course.
Yes.
With that's always the case with speed puzzling is, okay, what is the puzzle itself going to be, which can really determine the approach.
Exactly.
And the strategy behind this. Looks like 74 and 73, table 74 and 73. We have Leanne and Sebastian. Did I say? Oh, no, I said that wrong. Sorry, Giselle and Leanne are at 74 and 73, and it looks like Giselle is definitely making progress on the frame.
Yes.
As well. Kind of wondering even once, like you were saying, Kyla, to have that frame in place, once that's there, it is something to build off of.
True.
Even if it might be a little tougher to put it out, to being so much yellow, even if it's a little bit tougher to put together, it does, once it's together, gives something to actually build off of, which can be really important. Oh, it looks like we have a goose there too. What was that? Leanne has her puzzling goose, it appears, on the table.
That's always so fun too, seeing everybody's little puzzle friends that they bring with them to competitions as good luck charms. I always love seeing their names and the little Instagram posts that pop up with all the animal friends. I love it so much.
That is great. It's like, maybe I need a puzzle mascot.
Yes.
What would our puzzle mascot be if we had one for Puzzles or for the Canadian Jigsaw Puzzle Association?
When I attended Worlds last fall, I took a little ceramic ghost with me holding a puzzle piece, and it was my little puzzle ghostie who came with us to all the rounds.
Oh, that's
She would stand by our table number. And
that's great. What are we thinking? Do we want to make any predictions on time for this one here? Haven't seen a lot of people at the top tables yet, or the front table. So a lot of times our competitors are at the front tables. And sorry, we're just trying to track a little bit of information down. So we're not getting to see a lot of them at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
See some kind of progress they're making there.
I think we might see, maybe my early prediction at the moment might be in the 45-minute range, I think.
Yeah. 155, 156.
Let's take a look here.
Yoon and Dev, it looks like, that are on there. Yeah, Yoon and Dev are definitely making some progress there. Can we get people on some of the front tables? Because we can't see what's going on up there. Like, if there's a way to get that message to the cameraman.
Okay.
Like, just a little bit up here
More
to
or
see
less.
what they're doing, because they're the faster puzzlers. Yeah. Yeah, we're just looking to get some cameras up on some of the front tables there as well, so we can see. Oh, there we go.
There we go. And it looks
who
like
was that?
who's...
Oh, they must have read my mind. We just, as soon as
Just
we were
switched
saying
over.
that, we had somebody up there. Is that Tess and Kirsty, I think? I think that's number 5. I can't see the number there on the table. But yeah, so some of our faster puzzlers, we can really see the approach they're taking. So Kirsty building from the bottom up. Looks like she's even got a fair amount
of the bottom of the
that
puzzle
completed,
That
yeah.
orange and the green sleeping bags in the 2 corners look completed.
Yeah, and then Tess there is really building out that scene in the middle. It's almost like a puzzle within a puzzle.
Yes, you
in a
could
way.
separate it into 2 separate images, certainly.
Yeah, so she's really building that out. I like sky. Are you a sky person?
It depends on the sky.
Yeah.
I like a good gradient sky with a sunset where I can work through all the
Yes.
colors. If we're talking complete solid blue, I tend to slow down a little bit.
Yeah. Well, and that one, it is very solid.
It is.
But it feels like, because it's a little smaller, then it's, it feels like a good thing to get out of the way a bit as well there. Just one sec. All right,
There we go. Tina's just hopping off for a moment while we try to sort out some of the camera angles and which puzzles we're going to see. We can see Tess really firing through that blue sky. This is when relying on piece shape and being able to recognize where those pieces go as quickly as you can really comes in handy when it's a solid color like this. And she is just firing through those pieces. It's incredible. There we go. And there we go. So now we have Nicole and Elise. We can see Elise's puzzle. She has almost completed the entire frame of the puzzle and has started the framework on the opening of the tent where the yellow meets the blue of the sky. And it looks like the most common parts of the puzzle that seems to be completed is these bottom corners. Certainly that pop of teal green and orange really stands out. We're seeing a lot of puzzlers attacking those bottom corners in a similar way.
Yeah, it would feel good to get that part done.
Just knock something out, a little confidence boost to see that the puzzle's coming together.
Yeah, get everything done down there. I think I had to step out for a second. Did you say prediction of time?
I predicted around the 45-minute mark, I think.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe 40, but 45 for this kind of puzzle. Definitely. And that's, again, it's part of the challenge, and a purposeful challenge at Nationals is because these are unreleased puzzles. It's an even playing ground for everybody, really.
Yes,
it's not a
that's
matter of, hey, I've seen this one, and it just happened to be the one I've practiced every day kind of thing. We don't get that kind of advantage necessarily here. So it looks too like Elise there is, she's also building that top piece like we were talking about, building that little puzzle within a puzzle for that. Yeah. And fingers crossed, everybody. I know you can't hear us, but we're working on the live stream, the live stream tech challenges right now. Hey, first time around doing our live stream, it's a little bit of, and again, ideally we work out these tech issues while we're on our qualifying rounds and not on the finals.
Yes,
those are the ones that really matter.
Important thing.
Those are the most important thing. Looks like Dania and Madison, table 51 and 52. Oh, looks like Madison there has almost the entire frame built out. Same with Dania actually too. They're taking a bit of a similar approach and getting everything done.
That's it. They're making great progress on those edge pieces. Yeah.
Now, do you bring sorting trays? Are you a sorting tray person at a competition or no?
For pairs and teams, teams certainly. Sometimes for pairs. my pairs partner and I have some laminated cardstock that we use so that we can really easily slide them under the pieces and place them into the puzzling area.
Yeah. I noticed that when we did the Alberta Regionals back in March, and at that event we had the Eurographics puzzles, which are big.
They take up
pieces.
So much space.
They take up so much space. And we were forewarned, but I wasn't thinking of it. So we didn't have, it was like the pieces covered the entire table. And it was like, oh my gosh, it was so much harder to do it. But there was a lot of people. It's really fun. That's another thing I like about the competitions is you get to see like, what's your strategy for sorting, or what kind of, like, are you using a sorting tray? Do you have a laminated piece of paper? How are people keeping themselves organized with their puzzles? There's so many different options.
That's
that way. Yeah. I can keep an eye on that on my phone too, Kyla, just so you know. You don't have to bounce over there too much. But yes, everybody, apologies again for not being live at the moment.
No.
There is one comment on there I see right now. It must suck to be the professional company and then not deliver. It's like it's hard.
It's so hard.
The tech stuff is hard. I know our live stream team, they're definitely hopping over here. Okay, so we have Irina and Shelby here.
Here we go. Table one and two. Right up front.
Yep. And built out that, Irina's really got that middle.
I think this is the first puzzler that we've seen on camera that has that middle kind of horizon line and cottage completed.
Yeah. It is almost a horizon line in a way.
In a sense.
The way that it's in the
it's
image.
A very close-up image, so maybe horizon line wasn't the right word, but
it functions like that. Like that. Between that cut between the sky and the, I think it is actually a horizon line. I mean, you think about it that way. If we're going to get technical, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But yeah, definitely getting to see that. Table 7 and 8, we have Adam and Caitlin there working on their puzzles. And so Adam's got his frame built out. The edge is all put together there. A little bit of building from the bottom up, but also working on that round piece of sky in the middle with that. And Caitlin, a little similar. There's also that kind of open frame approach, I think, as well, where it's like building part of your edges out and then having, like a little bit of space to maneuver and move things in and out as needed.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely getting a little bit of that there too.
It looks like Caitlin has a lot of the trees completed too. I think that would be a really different texture to stand out over the nylon of all the tent material. The pine tree needles, those pieces will really stick out, I hope, for puzzlers.
Even though I may not be overly excited if I had to do this puzzle, I will say I wouldn't mind being the person sitting in that tent with that cup of hot chocolate on my lap, looking out at that view.
Exactly.
I would be okay with that. I am pretty sure that's Emerald Lake in Alberta, just outside of, I think it's actually Yoho National Park, but just outside of Banff National Park. It is a gorgeous area if anybody ever gets a chance to go out there. It really is phenomenal. It's a beautiful part.
I'd be happy to sit in that tent, but in the summer months, I think. I'm more of a warm weather.
Come on.
Warm weather person.
Even with a cup of hot chocolate. Come on.
Oh, cup of hot chocolate in the summer too. It goes. I'd be more than happy with that.
Yes. Oh, a few people commenting on, even though we're not live on the live stream, just people have been able to see the puzzle online. And I like the puzzle. I just wish the tent part of it wasn't so large. Exactly. We agree that's going to be the hard part for sure. It is a gorgeous puzzle. Yeah, definitely. It is a gorgeous puzzle. And yeah, reminder as well, these puzzles are available through Puzzles Canada. I believe they actually post them as they are getting released.
Yes,
as take a look at their site
puzzling rounds go live, they will publish the puzzles live on their website. So they'll be available to order as each puzzling round begins. Yeah. I believe as well at the back of the arena, for those who are here in Georgetown, they will also have them available for sale.
Yes. And if you're here in Georgetown, of course, you need to stop by Puzzles Canada. It's a little bit dangerous. You
Must-see attraction when you're in Georgetown, going to
Mm-hmm.
Puzzles Canada in person.
I said last year when we were here and we got a chance. I mean, they're of course one of our sponsors, and it's a huge shout out to them. I know Amanda mentioned this in the opening remarks too, that this event probably would not happen without the support of both Puzzles Canada and Ravensburger. Especially being that's where the puzzles come from, and they're so supportive all around for being able to make these puzzles available to everybody too. As you were saying, Kyla, like if you're here in town, of course you can get them on site, and you can also get them. I believe they're going to have a package of all the competition puzzles available as well through Puzzles Canada after
There's
the fact.
usually a bundle available at the end of the weekend.
Oh, it is online. I was checking their website.
Excellent.
And it is Emerald Lake Evening. That's what it's called. Perfect.
There we
I was
go.
correct. I didn't see the name on the box, so, and again, maybe I'm just blind. Oh, it helps if I actually look at the box properly. Then I know the name of it now. Emerald, and I was even right, it is in Yoho National Park. See, but I am from Alberta, so I should know this stuff. I should at least know a little bit about where we are. So 15 and 16 are puzzlers there. We have Caitlin and Cameron puzzling away there. It looks like Cameron's really doing the bottom-up approach of building out the darker part in the bottom and that horizon there with the lights and such off the lake. And Caitlin has some, I like the little mini sorting tray idea even. That's really... See, I'm getting all my ideas now. Even though I'm not competing this weekend, I'm getting ideas for future events here. Table 33 and 34, that is Jacinth and Brienne, who are puzzling there.
Excellent.
And Jacinth is actually one of our live stream hosts, one of our French rounds. We have a French round each day on the live stream here, so you will be hearing from her at that point. And Brienne there is... I don't know, am I allowed to make a Brienne is cooking joke? That is her last name. So Brienne is really cooking on that puzzle.
She's cooking, absolutely.
I know, I hope that's allowed, Brienne, to say that. I couldn't resist, but definitely making that progress, like has the bottom of everything built out there. We are jumping over table 25, and is that 25 and 26? That is Ivy and Jennifer at the table there. And again, Ivy, or I guess that's Jennifer at 26, is really that bottom-up approach. So it is interesting to see, again, that's part of what I love about speed puzzling. And I don't know, you and I, Kyla, were talking about this before we went live, even just, I love watching puzzle live streams. It's so interesting to me to just see how people are going to approach things differently in these puzzles, and everybody does take, there's so many different approaches to get this done. Yeah, awesome, thank you. Yeah, and yeah, we're getting closer now to seeing things come together officially in the form of a puzzle. You can really start to see these puzzles taking shape there. So that's 19 is Jennifer and Amanda there, tables 19 and 20. You'll also notice puzzlers, some people like to have their headphones on, some people don't. They just, listen to the hum of the background. You were saying like an ASMR? The ASMR
of
hum.
Pieces clicking into place.
Okay, who's that at table 14 with that awesome
is a
shirt?
fantastic puzzle shirt.
Okay, so we have Carly, and that looks like that's Maida with the puzzling shirt. I love it. Love it, I love it.
I always love seeing the creativity all the puzzlers bring to puzzle events, whether it be the accessories they wear, the t-shirts they make.
Yep.
Always. It's the puzzle team names, the play on words. It's fantastic.
Well, and we have Kyla, you can probably see on there that she's, on your face, you have the puzzling glasses.
I do have the puzzling glasses.
I was pointing and you're like, where?
Where am I looking?
Where are they? Where?
No, it's me.
They're right on your face. And then I had to get my nails done for puzzles, which you guys aren't going to see probably very well from the camera there. But yes, we like our puzzle accoutrement. 21 and 22 is Vienna and Danielle working on the puzzle there. Can't totally see just where the boxes are, but definitely making some progress there. That's too.
It looks like Danielle has a lot of that glow coming off of the cottage on the surface of the lake and everything that goes across the middle of the puzzle. It looks like she has quite a good portion of that complete.
Yeah, which is really good to see there. I feel like this gets to be the stage too when we're puzzling where, another view of our puzzle on there, which is wonderful to see in comparison to the progress people are making. This really is the point where, when we are puzzling, it's like one of two things at this point. Either, okay, yay, I'm making progress and I'm going to get it done. Or like, oh, yikes, I still have to keep going. It might be a mix of both for competitors depending on it. But because we're really seeing these coming together here now. So table 17, that would be Carolina there. And then 18 is Joni. So Carolina and Joni here. Are you a stander when you puzzle, when you speed puzzle?
I am a stander, yes. Are you?
Yeah. Usually, I prefer to sit, kind of from a comfort perspective, but it is kind of this idea of like puzzling being a sport. In some ways, I feel like you really do have to get up and get in there at times.
I feel like I can see all the pieces if I'm standing looking down at the table.
Yeah.
That also comes with, as we get a little older, some lower back pain. So always have to make sure to do my stretches before and after.
Gotta limber up, do your puzzle
Very
warm-up
much.
stretches before we...
Going to work on Monday and they ask how you were injured. And it's I was puzzling this weekend.
It was a tough weekend of speed puzzling. But legitimately it is, especially the folks that are, people who are going to make it to the finals and such. They're going to be doing 6 rounds of puzzling if they're in all the events.
That's it. And
it's not
just the physical toll it takes, but the mental capacity to, the brain power it takes to analyze all those pieces and assemble all these puzzles throughout the weekend. It really is exhausting.
Yeah, it really does. Like, that brain power. That's the kind of thing where at the end of the day, you're like, boom, just zonk out. Need your sleep to recover and get ready for the next day here. So we do have, that is still Carolina and Joni working on the puzzles there.
There we go. You can see Kirsty has finished the bottom of the puzzle there and built into the landscape portion of the puzzle. She is really, really coming along. And then next...
Well, and you can see Adam there too. So I was just thinking they're both Kirsty and Tess. Mm-hmm. Kirsty and Tess there are leaving the yellow to the end. You can see at the next table over there, Adam's building out the yellow first. So that's kind of part of that strategic decision of, all right, do I get it done, get it over with?
Which part works better for you?
Do I leave it to the end?
That's it.
And see, when you have that almost probably a third, if not, a quarter, if not a third of the puzzle is going to be yellow tent.
That's it.
So that really does.
Yourself kind of when you want to tackle different parts of the puzzle.
Yeah.
For me, who do we
Sorry,
have?
I gasped.
You're good.
Well, last year, Lisa and Dana. So Elisa was my partner, or my pairs partner last year. Last minute, though, because I wasn't actually supposed to compete. I registered too late last year. I didn't get a spot, but I was out in Ontario at the time. And I did have the opportunity to be a last-minute puzzler. So we were pairs partners last year, and we did really well. We qualified for finals. It was a lot of fun. So it's good to see her on the screen. I haven't seen her since then, so that's awesome.
Which pairs round were you in last year? The sea
turtles? It was the fuzzy.
The
fuzzies. It was the fur.
The fur.
Yeah, I was in the fur round.
Himalayan Harmony.
Yeah, which is a beautiful puzzle. But again, fur is kind of a
puzzle.
Dreaded speed puzzler thing. A lot of times, like, fur. People don't want fur and flowers. Nah. And trees, all kinds of things. All right, so we have table 31 and 32. Stephanie and Becky as well. Yeah, I would say it looks like majority of people really are building bottom up. It looks like right? Yeah. Oh, now we got a split screen. Oh, we had there, it's back. We had a split screen. It's back. Okay, table 1 and 2, Irina and Shelby. They're on tables 1 and 2. So again, Shelby's doing the yellow first approach. Like it'll be interesting, especially with our faster puzzlers, to see what kind of difference that might make
doing
for
one
them
first versus the other.
Yeah.
And do you tackle that solid color first when you have more energy and more momentum, knowing that it might be a little challenging? Or if solid color is really your strength, do you want to knock that out right at the beginning and then do the harder landscape at the end, or are you the reverse, right? It's very interesting to see how everybody is
And then hopefully
deciding how to execute.
Yeah,
Their,
hopefully you're not
their
at the
solves.
end with trees going, oh no, why did I leave these to the end? Or vice versa. Oh my gosh, why did I leave the yellow to the end? So this is Ruben and Cameron. Here, tables 29 and 30. And yep, very much the Ruben building out that interior of the puzzle. And not yet the frame of it, but definitely taking that approach with everything. And the headphones too, that's another one like we were talking about a few minutes ago of like everybody with, do you listen to music or do you puzzle quietly?
Right.
I actually tried to listen when we were at Alberta Regionals. I had headphones with me and I was listening to music and it actually annoyed me. I had to turn it off. I don't usually, like at home, I don't really do that. I might, but I don't know. I think that's a bit of a preference for folks too, would you rather puzzle quiet or do you actually, I guess that would be a question. If you do listen to music, do you have a playlist, a
Yes.
speed puzzling playlist? We were talking earlier, Sandra, who is the Puzzling Canadian on YouTube. Some of you will know Sandra from that. She's going to be live stream co-hosting a couple of our finals rounds this weekend. And her and I were talking about that earlier. We'll have to ask her then. She was talking about a song she would listen to warm up for speed puzzling.
And we don't have the
hype
live stream,
song.
but if you are watching, put it down in the comments. Not necessarily the live stream chat. Are you a playlist listener when you puzzle, or do you have background noise, or do you puzzle silently? Listen to audiobooks or podcasts?
Yeah.
What's your typical ambient noise when you're solving a puzzle at home?
Yeah.
And is it different when you're doing a speed puzzle practice versus if you're just puzzling casually?
Yes. I think that, yeah. If I'm puzzling casually, I like background noise for sure. Speed puzzling, though, not as much. All right, so we have Liam and Devin here, tables 3 and 4. Oh, Devin's fingers are speedy.
Speeding. We're just
Look at
past
that
that
going.
35-minute mark.
She's making that connection to the top. Woohoo! It's always fun to see that part happen live. And so she has kind of that open concept of the frame and the edge is mostly done, but she's keeping the top and the bottom apart because you can really slide your pieces in and out a lot easier
Right.
with that. Yeah. Like it's satisfying to have the whole edge completed, but it also, especially our super speedy puzzlers, like they're really conscious of how every kind of move and every approach can really make a difference time-wise. Oh, Devin is super speedy. Look at her fingers go.
Just flying.
Yeah, she's just flying through that. And then Liam over there they are definitely making some progress on kind of, it looks almost like a
They're
mix of the
very-
bottom and
and the
getting into
top.
that top sky. Oh, I thought we were, Devin's still on the
Oh my-
screen. I was like, were we going to see a connection happen between the
go.
top and the bottom there?
And
as
back
well?
looking at Irina,
Irina and Shelby.
we really
Oh
are
my
down
gosh,
to just
Irina.
working through those yellow pieces.
So that we're coming up. Irina just has the yellow, and then Shelby beside her is working the middle. So again, those two different approaches. So even piece count wise, Irina's definitely down on the piece counts or the number of pieces left, but it's that yellow party.
Yes.
You
When
know.
you really are down to just dead reckoning the shape pieces, if we know she's going to keep that momentum up though.
Absolutely.
Now
Yeah.
that she has those final seams in the tent finished, it's just one or two, I think it's 2 rows to work
Yes.
through on either side.
And once you get to that point, even with solid colors, it's a little easier to see by piece shape what needs to go where and start to see the shapes jump out more so than the colors and what we need there. Yeah, super, super speedy. She's definitely getting there. Oh, there is also that idea from a speed puzzling perspective of, when you pick up a piece, you want to make sure it's getting fit in pretty quick. Otherwise,
Yes.
put it down, move on to the next one. But it looks like almost every piece that Irina's picking up.
She has a place for it.
Yes, she has a place for it already. So she's, oh my gosh, so exciting. So super speedy.
And I'm looking at her remaining pieces too. It almost looks like there's a more orange set of pieces than yellow. So hopefully there's a bit of a I don't know if there's a bit of a gradient, but if you can, if you can tell if that helps these last maybe 30 pieces or so. I don't even know if there's that many left.
Well, when you see the pieces on the table like that, you can definitely see the distinction between the darker to brighter yellow, which would absolutely be helpful. And yeah, you can see her picking them up and just being able to pop them right in there. So that is great. Oh, move the pieces up top now. I mean, the rest of her spots, she's got a little bit of space on either side, but having those pieces at the top of the puzzle, so it's easy to kind of jump to either end as needed.
Right, you're not reaching as far.
Oh my gosh, 175. Who is that? They're getting up there too. So what table 175 is Sky. So Sky is making, oh my God. So we've got the battle of the Sky
Yellow
with
versus
Sky in the
blue.
middle.
Yes,
And then
that's
we've
right.
got yellow versus blue, like we were talking about, which approach would we take with this. I wonder if Sky's missing a yellow. It looks like there's a yellow piece that, I don't know if that's something on the yellow puzzle over there or a piece missing on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she got it, boom.
Oh, excellent.
Perfect.
Oh
Right
my
when I
goodness, we're
said
down
it,
to
she
the
popped
last
it.
10 pieces here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Look at
We're
this.
just 15 seconds away from the 40
And I think
minute.
Sky's going to be hot on her heels. Coming up at table 175.
Here we go.
Look
Two
at
more
that.
pieces. Amazing.
That was Irina Shidenko, or Shidchenko. I may have said your name wrong, Irina. I apologize, but congrats.
Under 40 minutes. That
40
was an incredible
minutes.
finish.
Wonderful. Congratulations to Irina. That was amazing to watch. Yeah, what a great job. Oh, and then, yep, Sky is coming up here, our one in the back. I was going to say, we're ready for her. We've got our camera back there watching some of her final pieces coming into place.
And it's just
Which
a
is
matter
great to see.
of filling in those holes now.
Yeah. And then 5 and 6, we have Tess and Kirsty there again, making progress. And again, the different approaches of working yellow last or working it first. Yeah. It's pretty cool to see that with Irina and then Sky here now coming up in the back. They did take those different approaches, but finishing in, relatively close times, almost within, it's going to be within maybe a minute or two, or a couple of minutes of each other between first and second. So
Here we go.
and of course, a huge thanks, a little shout out to our volunteers who are keeping an eagle eye on everybody out there so we know who's finishing when, which is really exciting. All right, she's getting down maybe the last 10-ish pieces there.
It looks
hey?
like it.
Yeah. And they are solid color, but when you have kind of so much around, it's going to be easier to get those pieces in just by shape alone. Yeah, great stuff. Like you said, this is a point where you stand up.
And you've got to lock in for those last
Lock
few
in.
seconds and just
Stand up, get it done.
get those pieces in as fast as you can. Your fingers might be
That's
shaking at this
amazing.
point, but
Yeah, doing such a great job.
so amazing to watch.
Down to like, wait, is there, I feel like she has more pieces than
Than
what I'm seeing in the
space.
sky. So what am I, was there some on the bottom? Oh, just some
there it
hiding
is.
down there. Okay,
Yes.
got it. Yeah. Still though, just now we're just down to like a handful, maybe 4 pieces that are going to be the last ones there.
You got this.
Great. Oh my gosh. Way to go.
Excellent.
Our second place, sort of tucked in the back of the room. Not everybody's going to see her from up front here, but I'm so glad we got that on camera too. Great job there, Sky. That
Well
is
done,
wonderful.
Sky. It's a very
Yeah,
impressive
just around
finish.
the 42-minute mark, I think there. And everybody as well, the results get updated on the website as they're coming in. So, I mean, within a handful of minutes, we have our team set up and Pat is our timekeeper. And, we get the information over to the team and they get it updated on the website as quick as they can
Here we
for
go.
everybody, which is to be able to look back and see, all right, we have
On the left-hand side, we have
177.
Chloe, and then we have Tess on table 5. They're both just
they're
working on those
very
final yellow
close.
pieces on the left and right-hand side of the puzzle.
It's a showdown.
That's it.
I think
They
it's a
are
showdown.
So close, the two of them.
between Tess and Chloe. They're great. Look at these 170 tables. That must be the other place to be today, back in the 170s for some speedy puzzlers. And of course, we have returning competitors who've been a part of the community and been to the events over the years, and our regionals and virtuals. And then, of course, we have people who are new. And this is going to be the first time they're puzzling at a competition. So you never know who might kind of pop up out of the woodwork along the way this weekend.
Exactly. As speed puzzling is growing and becoming more popular, it is so fun to see every year these new puzzlers that we aren't as familiar with, just absolutely knocking it out of the park.
That looks like, so we're coming down. Tess is, oh my gosh, they're still very close. I think Tess is in the lead there here, definitely. Tess is in the lead. I think after, a little later. Wait a little bit. We'll wait a little bit until some more are done. Yeah. Like 3 minutes maybe, but.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
Tess is down to the last 4 pieces.
We got our third place coming up here right away, it looks like.
Under 45 minutes for sure. Amazing. Well done.
Good job, Tess. That's wonderful. Yeah. And of course, if you haven't watched speed puzzling before, the first, depending on the round, the first, in this case, the first 40-ish minutes are a little quiet, so to speak. But once we hit this point, people start finishing a bit more quickly, and we'll start to see more and more people rolling in. Again, back to Chloe here at table 177.
Down to the last 10 pieces or so.
And Chloe's one of our international competitors as well. So
now we have
I'm not
Caitlin
sure
and
where
Adam.
she came in from. Oh, Caitlin and Adam, yes. So
Adam now just has the center.
Yeah, he's working the middle. So we did the yellow outside, work in the middle at the end. It's got to feel good to get the yellow done. Oh, there we go. Good job.
Congratulations.
So that was Chloe back there. Oh, so Chloe and Sky had matching shirts on. They must have been coming together.
Yes.
I see.
I wonder if we'll see them this afternoon in pairs.
Yeah. So they both are, I was just noticed that now. They both have the blue shirts on. So that is great to see.
Devin and Liam are making amazing progress.
Yep. And both of them working on kind of leaving the yellow to the end. Getting the puzzle within the puzzle is complete there for Devin. She's got the middle. And I agree with what you were saying earlier, Kyla. Like, now we see the pieces on the table. It really is nice to see a bit of gradient in that yellow. That gives me a bit of relief if I was doing this. I actually love a gradient puzzle. That's one of my favorite things to do. Not necessarily for speed, but in general.
For speed, but a nice, relaxing, casual puzzle on a weekend afternoon. A gradient is great for that. Although
I did have it in our, where I live in Lethbridge, our library does speed puzzling competitions, and our the guy who he got puzzles donated from Ravensburger, and they sent us a crypt puzzle for a speed puzzle.
Oh my goodness.
So the solid piece crypt puzzle. If you haven't seen them, take a look at it. Just look up Ravensburger crypt puzzle. You will see they were solid color. It was quite entertaining.
And it's not just solid color. The crypt puzzles have
weird shapes.
Very interesting shapes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But we did actually, and of course this took place over multiple evenings. It was not a one-day thing. So we have
Nicole.
So she
Nicole
was just coming up
finishing
up
the edge. Kirsty's in the same. She's just finishing up these edge pieces. This is interesting.
That's leaving the edge to last.
To last, right?
Yeah. Which again, that approach can work as well too.
198. That's Kyle and his zebra mascot.
Oh, he's got a zebra. We got another mascot on the ground here.
Just working on those final yellow pieces. Ooh.
Yay!
Someone just finished in front of us.
So that was, I didn't catch who that was. We didn't catch it on the camera.
Oh, now everyone's starting to.
We're starting to get people rolling in there. So that is table 9. That was Nicole who finished there. Just off camera, but seeing her on camera at the moment. Congrats to Nicole with that. And we're gonna talk to a couple of Irina's gonna come over here in a few minutes as well. Yes. Our winner. We'll just have a few more people finish, and then Kyle finished in the back there. But yeah, just to hear from Irina and her thoughts on.
Yes, I would love to see everyone's first impressions and their reactions when they opened that puzzle box or puzzle bag this morning.
It's like, okay, was that a yay?
Table 23. We have Adele just finished.
Good job,
amazing.
Adele. Table 23. That's wonderful. We got Devin's getting close there too, and Liam again. They're very similar approach as far as leaving the yellow for last there. And then Devin's got, I like those trays that she's got there too, kind of the easy to slide things on and off as needed. Yes, it's the trays can be smaller is another thing that occurs to me watching this. It's like there's just so many ways you can get yourself set up for how you like to puzzle.
Oh, small trays are great. They don't take up a lot of room on your table either. They're not overwhelming.
Yeah. But sometimes it's nice just to have a place to put certain things. Oh, Adam's coming down to the
last
edge.
few pieces.
Yep.
Finishing off with the sky.
Finishing off with the sky. Another one of our approaches. That's great.
Excellent. A sub 50 finish. That's incredible. Amazing.
So
well done.
Yay. Good job, Adam. Great stuff. Looks like a sigh of relief for him.
Yes.
Trying to see if we can see our results here yet. I don't know if they're live on. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
So we can, and again, reminder, you can go to the Canadian jpa.ca website and find results on the page as we're going through the weekend. It's kind of fun to see what people are doing and track their results throughout the event here. All right, Devin's getting pretty close to the end. Here we go. Working on the. Oh, we had somebody over there. We're not sure.
We can hear clapping.
There's
We're not sure who.
And you can't see it on the live stream, but in the arena here, we have a lot of spectator seating up high, actually, above the arena, looking down into it, which is so nice. If anybody been to past events, that's always a challenge, is having room for spectators. So we do have a bit more of a cheering crowd.
There we go. Oh, puzzle
stuff.
pickup. Incredible.
I love a good puzzle pickup. That was 139. That was Fifi, it looks like. I'm not sure if I pronounced her name correctly, but that was a great job. Oh, and then we're down to the last moment there. And then I think we'll have some folks come in for a quick chat, maybe after Devin finishes this. Get to see. Get those pieces. Oh, those lightning fingers. Both hands, getting them in at the same time. And again, that you got to pick a piece up and put it down sometimes if it's just not going in, right?
There we go.
She got it done.
You did it.
Good job. Good job. Do we want to bring Arena over then maybe and get a quick chat?
Yes. Let's start to hear from some of our finishers.
Yeah. And just see what she, I think we can wave her over a little bit. Yeah. All right, we have.
I think it's the red.
Yeah, that mic. I think you can turn that one on with the. Hopefully, it's. Yeah, we can't even hear ourselves, so hopefully that's on.
There we go. Welcome, welcome. Congratulations.
Yes,
oh my gosh.
So what was your thought when you opened that puzzle? Were you like, yay or nay, or?
I was very honestly kind of neutral. I wasn't this is gonna suck, and I wasn't this is perfect for me, but
yeah.
I was really worried for the yellow, so
yeah.
I was we're gonna ignore that for a while.
Yeah.
Pretend it doesn't exist.
The rest wasn't too bad. Even the black, once I started doing it, there wasn't that many just plain black pieces. So initially I was a little worried, but
yeah.
tried to calm myself, but then as we were going, I was like, oh, I can see this, I can see this. So.
Yeah. Well, that looked like at first glance that yellow looked pretty rough, but then even seeing it on the table, you could see a little bit of gradient between, so that at least helps a little bit once you get in there.
More distinguishable once I actually started doing it than I initially
Yeah.
anticipated, so it went faster.
Yeah, which is great.
It's not on.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
We're all just figuring it out.
We're all learning
We're all
today.
figuring it out, yeah. Did you have a strategy? Did you have a strategy for this one, or how would you approach it? A little bit different, yeah. Or is it different than you would usually approach
I usually do the border first, even if it's a hard border. And this one, I was like, there's a lot of yellow, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And if it gets too hard, then I'll bail. But it actually, because of the gradient on the yellow, it worked out okay.
Yeah.
And then my strategy is just whatever stands out the most, just do that. So I never I'm not great at sorting. So I was like, okay, these like yellow white sections in the middle with the trees. I'm just gonna pull anything I can see that's kind of like that and like put them
like
into place.
the brighter stuff. Yeah.
And then what really confused me was the house. I had a piece and I was like, where is this house piece? And then there's a reflection.
Oh,
which I didn't
that's
notice
sneaky. That is
for a
sneaky,
long time.
actually.
That's true.
And I literally put that piece away. I mean, like, this is from another puzzle.
Like, oh, they must have gave me the wrong one. No, it doesn't
But
fit in
I
there.
figured that out at the end, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah,
No, but I liked it.
We're definitely seeing a bit of difference between there's folks that are doing the yellow and then leaving this for later, or folks that are we're calling it a puzzle within a puzzle because it's kind of framed that way, and then saving the yellow for the end. So either option with that. Yeah.
And I think I did the puzzle and the puzzle first, but I think the yellow would have been good to do because of the light gradient on there. Like maybe it would have been easier to actually go inside or outside in.
Yeah.
And the black was easier than I expected because of all the the teal had like variation, the the tarp had variation.
Yeah, it's a little bit once we get looking at it.
I could find like the glove,
Yeah. I was saying I wouldn't mind being sitting in here looking at this view. I don't know if I necessarily want to puzzle it. But that's very exciting. Well, congrats on that.
Thank you so much.
Congrats so much on that, Irina. We've got a few more folks finishing over here now.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Irina.
Thank you.
Glad you're able to pop up. Yeah, we're having more people finish. You may have been seeing it on the live stream still while we were talking to Irina as well. I think we were going to have Sky. Let's see how messy we can make our hosting table as Kyle and I are trying to keep ourselves somewhat sorted throughout the event here. Our main thing being to see our competitors' names and such on the table, to be able to congratulate people as they're finishing. So Elise is just finishing up here at table 10. That's wonderful. She's got her last couple of blue pieces to get in there. I think, we do have Sky will come up here in a moment, which is great. She was our second place finisher. So, Sky, not Sky, Elise is just finishing. Yay! I'm clapping for you, Elise.
Hey.
She's like, hey, where's my clap? We're clapping for you on the live stream. So we got you on there.
Hopefully one of the volunteers was able to grab her finishing time.
Yeah, and I believe we're live on Facebook now, just so people, if you're joining us on Facebook, you're joining us halfway through, and we're glad to see you, which is awesome. Yeah, that's great. All right, we are going to have Sky pop over here. We'll give a wave to Sky, and we're waving to the team. I'm just looking like the queen, waving at nobody at the moment, but Sky. Hey, Sky. Sky. Yeah. It's fine, yeah. Because they came in together, right? Yeah,
they did come together.
Yeah. Like Sky and Chloe, right?
Chairs or now?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, we're getting more computers. We're getting all kinds of things.
There we go. Now we can see what the live stream is seeing.
Hey.
Facebook. Perfect.
Oh, wow. We're live on Facebook now instead of YouTube. We're live somewhere at some point. Yeah.
There we go.
Where did you ladies come in from? You're on our international competition side.
Yeah, we came from San Francisco, California. We actually are roommates, so we got into speed together, and
1, 2, 3.
We've been working hard ever since to kind of.
So you're like,
get
I'm gonna
faster.
go to every competition I can.
Well, the real reason is we really wanted an excuse to go to Puzzles Canada because we've been
Not a sponsorship, but just big fans.
Yeah, because we've seen all the videos of people going to Canada and seeing Puzzles Canada, and I'm like, but we can't just fly to Toronto just to go to Puzzles Canada.
Hey.
You need
1, 2,
it's
2,
a
2.
double whammy. You can do the competition, you can get great placement, and then make your way. So have you gone to Puzzles Canada then yet? That's my question.
We're gonna walk over as soon as this is done. Yeah.
I called it Disneyland last year. I'm like, this is my Disneyland. Just walking around in there. It's
Totally.
Yeah. So what did you ladies think of the puzzle today? Is this your kind of speed puzzle or no?
I was really excited because I like the color yellow.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which is a weird thing. It's not my favorite color outside of puzzling, but my favorite color to puzzle is yellow. So as soon as I saw the yellow tent, I was really pumped.
Yeah. That's good. You're not like, eek, run away from the yellow, bring it on.
No, we both like solid colored sections, so seeing so much of sort of singular elements, but having them still have variation, like slightly different texture or like small patterns with the lines, details that you can use like that are maybe like quite faint, but that's like very, very fun. So I was super excited when I saw the tent. I was like, that's my treat for the end.
Let's go. I'm curious how many other people feel that way, but I'm glad you felt that way.
Yeah, the other thing I really liked was the reflection. Like, reflections can be hard to puzzle, but they're so cool, like, to have, like, the same, like, thing repeated twice.
Yeah.
So that was fun, too.
So long as you notice it right away. I didn't even notice the reflection right away. It was like, oh, wait a minute.
I also didn't notice it, and I was like, this house makes no sense. And then I looked closer at the box, and I was like, that's why.
It's like, there it is.
Okay, that explains a lot. There's two houses.
What kind of strategy do you usually use when speed puzzling, and did you use that same strategy with this puzzle?
Yeah, I tend to, like, struggle with space management, so I always try to sort something after I've, like, flipped everything before I start on the edge.
Yeah.
Chloe doesn't do the same thing, but I pulled out actually all of the, like, plain yellow just because I'm like, I can get this out of the way and I'll do it later.
Yeah.
And then I also pulled out, like, some of the brighter colors on the bottom before I did the edge. And then I usually do the whole edge for the same reason of, like, space management issues, is, like, it helps me to have, like, a frame, so.
Yeah, that's great.
I often do the edge, but I saw all the yellow and I was like, no, I'm feeling jittery. I don't want to do that right now. Like, I need to use my, like, energy. So I did the, like, items at the bottom. Like the red, the teal, the mug. And then I actually kind of immediately started doing, like, the snowbank and the house and the reflection, the mountains. And then I was like, oh, maybe I'll do the bottom now. And then I did the sky and the trees, and then I finished on the tent.
Excellent.
But usually I do the edge, but not today. Maybe later. We don't know.
Excellent. And you're both puzzling in pairs together this afternoon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we have our pair shirts on now. I don't know if you can see them on the live stream or not, but.
Well, I did notice that when you were finishing. I'm like, wait a minute, they have the same shirts on. They must
Highly
be there
suspicious.
together.
Yeah.
I sense something going on.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thanks for jumping up here, ladies. And now I know you got to get off to Puzzles Canada. So
Yeah, we've got a really exciting place to be, but it's still nice to talk with you as well.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah. All right, so if we're looking back at our competitors, more and more people finishing throughout the room here.
There we go.
I was going to see, did we actually get access to results? Because I'm kind of wanting to take a look at where we're at. Again, the top 90 finishers will, I don't think we're anywhere near that at the moment, but the top 90 finishers will qualify for the finals round, which is taking place later today, evening time, I believe, or just towards the end of the afternoon.
Oh, there's Olivia just finishing up her
Olivia,
puzzle there. Well done.
Great job, Olivia. Looking good there. Oh, and then 42, that was Taryn. Looks like at 42 just finished. I saw him throw up his hands like, yeah, I'm done. Thank goodness. Yeah. Yeah, and then we don't know what he's saying, but we saw him saying something on the screen. Oh, we got Jacinth just finished. Again, one of our live stream hosts for later in the day. Congrats to her. We're just around the hour mark. We're just over an hour here now, which is a phenomenal time for speed puzzling. I mean, that's the other thing too, is really acknowledging, like, we've got some super, super speedy folks here. And I also know I met some people earlier where their goal is, hey, I just want to finish in the 2 hours, ultimately. 48, so that was, did you say Dana, I think, that we just saw on there.
And 31, we have
Puzzle.
Stephanie there. Stephanie's getting ready to pack her puzzle
Great.
up into the box.
Congrats, Stephanie. And yeah, as competitors finish, they kind of clear off their tables and move out into, we've got a little bit of a social area and such set up here for folks. Timing-wise, we do have coming up later, I don't have the schedule right in front of me, but we do have some more rounds that are coming up later. The next round, again, will be another individual qualifying round. And so Sometimes we can't see the table number. Oh, we got puzzle tattoos on one of our volunteers there.
There we go.
Nice. You know you are a dedicated puzzler when you have tattoos, which is great.
Oh, there we go. Table 39. That is
Table
puzzler
39.
Paige.
Paige, good job, Paige.
Okay, we're starting to see the live results come up on the results page. So to recap, in first place, we had Irina finish with a time of 39 minutes and 54 seconds. So we did have a puzzler with a sub 40 finish today, which is absolutely so
phenomenal.
impressive. Oh my goodness. Second place, we had Shelby with a time of 51:17. Now, noted these finishing times on the results page are the Canadian.
Oh, you're going by table side, not by rank.
Oh, not by rank. Oh, not by rank. Yes, that's true.
From 39 to 51.
451. That's not right. Oh my goodness. I need to fact check myself. Jeepers.
But I think those are being listed at the moment. And I don't know if we have internet or not. Our internet might be a little wonky at the moment.
Yes, our internet connection has been struggling a little bit this morning, which is why we're seeing some of the technical delays that have come up.
Yeah. We are, at least I know we're recording everything for lives or for YouTube after the fact. So even though I believe we have not yet connected with folks on YouTube, just on Facebook Live at the moment, we are, of course, hopefully it's still somewhat as enjoyable, even though you will know the results, to watch the video after the fact and be able to see. So we have at table 28 here, that's Chad Smithson almost finishing up here. Again, just down to those last few of the puzzle
Last
pieces.
few yellow pieces. If it doesn't fit on one side, try the other side.
Yep. Yeah. Especially, you kind of got to go a little back and forth on this puzzle. Like, all right, is it over here? Nope.
Which
Gotta go over here.
Which side?
Gotta go over here. But again, it's been interesting to hear that from a couple of our puzzlers so far, that they found that gradient aspect a little bit helpful. So maybe not quite as frightening as it was at first glance to see all that yellow. That kind of cracked me up that Chloe's like, oh, I love the yellow. I'm like, ooh, she was excited for it.
Yes, to see someone excited about all that solid color.
She's like, bring it on. It's like, I don't know. How many people actually felt that way? Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, for me, for a relaxation puzzle, absolutely yes, I would be all over that, because I do love that gradient.
Will you be picking up a copy of this puzzle to take home this weekend?
Yeah. I think I'm going to get a copy of everything. Oh, table 56. We just have Melanie just finished there.
There we go.
Great
Around
job,
the hour
Melanie.
5.
That was table 28. I think that was Chad that we had just talked about. Good job, Chad. He looks very happy about that.
What a great smile. The relief when you're finally finished.
Oh, and that's table 154. So that is Lise. Just finished there.
Lise, well done.
Lise,
congratulations.
Great job, Lise. Love seeing that. Table 67. So we just had table 67, Miriam. Just completed their puzzle there. Good job, Miriam. And yeah, we're starting to get a little bit the tables towards the front. We're starting to clear out a little bit. In the setup too in the room, it's not 100% by ranking by any means, but we do tend to keep some of the speedier puzzles based on the rankings. So if you're not familiar, we do have through the CJPA, again on the website, you can find a rankings of the competitors.
Well done.
Alicia.
Well done. A quick wave.
Yes, that was my pairs partner last year, so I'm giving her an extra wave.
Yay. Oh, there's Amanda.
Congrats.
Well done.
Yep. Good stuff. Yeah, Amanda just finished there. Looking good. Wonderful.
Oh, last couple pieces going in.
Yeah, last couple pieces. Oh, we're down to so that is Anne right there who just completed. Good job, Anne.
There we go.
And then her table mate there, Shani, took a moment to give her a thumbs up, even in the middle of her own puzzling, which is great to see. Which is really good to see. Christina Loomis is table 70 there. And then table 69 right beside her is Zita. So it's kind of fun to see. They're working on opposite sides of the table.
Opposite sides. And Z's working on the puzzle upside down, too, to keep all the yellow
closer
to her.
Now that, I don't know if my brain could handle that.
I have such a hard time puzzling upside down. I find it so impressive watching people puzzle upside down.
Oh, I am impressed. I'm curious if she always does that or if that's just a strategy for her. I'm not sure. Was that table 37 maybe who just finished there? I could be wrong. I think that's Kristen who just finished. I can't quite see her number. Maybe 30, or was it 47? I'm not sure. But yeah, congrats again back to Christina and Zita, or Z. Is that what you said?
She's from the Ottawa area.
Yeah, so you know her?
Yes,
oh, great.
yes.
Z. So yes.
The nice thing about puzzling upside down too is you're not reaching across the table to fill in the yellow tint.
It's a good point.
It's right in front of you, and you can kind of work closer to yourself, which
is
great.
If I was going to puzzle upside down, I would have to flip my box upside down too, though.
Yes.
She didn't do that. She still had it right.
So
her brain, I'm impressed. I need to know more. How did her brain do that? So we have 61 and 62. It looks like we're just, I don't know if they finished or we're close to that. Augustina and Lisa, I think we had
Christina's
a brief glimpse of them on the
just
table.
The last two corners.
Yeah, Christina's coming in here. I feel like that's the section that most everybody is finishing last on, like those brighter yellow up in the two corners section there. And then we do, is that table 60 something maybe? I can't quite see the table number there. I want to say that's a 60 something, but I'm not sure who we're looking at on the right there. But yeah, we're getting some stuff done here. Oh, 61 it looks like.
There we go.
So, oh yeah, Augustina.
Just finishing up those last solid blue. Oh, we've got a missing piece. There,
she
got it. Amazing.
Good job.
Yes, I love the celebration.
You get the extra jump and celebration. Oh yeah, because there's nothing like that. You know when you're coming down to the wire too in your mind, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm missing a piece. I'm missing a piece. Where did it go? It can be a little bit of like, you just kind of know it's floating around out there, but who knows for sure. And again, another shout out for our sponsors. You know, we of course always like to give a shout out to Ravensburger. They provide all of these amazing unreleased, first time we're seeing them at all here at the Nationals puzzles, which again, there's 9 unreleased puzzles for all of the events that are happening this weekend here. And of course, we know what one of them is so far. Oh, that was table 37. So Kristen, it looks like.
Oh, 35.
35. Okay, I can't count.
Candace,
okay.
Excellent. Well done.
Good job, Candace. And of course, and then, and these puzzles are all under wraps. I mean, that's another thing people may not realize. There is one person on the lead team who knows what these puzzles are. They are not a competitive, they're not one of the competitors, they're not whatever. We don't know it the live stream ahead of time. Nobody else on the board knows ahead of time. It's just a surprise for everybody.
Congratulations on your finish.
Good job, Catherine there. Great job. Yeah,
Elaine was just really finishing up those yellows. There we go. 61.
Elaine, I feel like I see
Augustina.
Augustina there. Yep. Good job. And yeah, of course, we were talking about Puzzles Canada being our other sponsor, where you get these Ravensburger. If you're like many of us, I suspect you've spent a fair chunk of change at Puzzles Canada over the years. I certainly have. And I will again. I haven't been there yet this weekend, but that's part of the plan, is to get out there again. I feel like this is, so table 91, it looks like he came to match the puzzle there, Brent. You must have known. The blue and yellow.
The blue and yellow on his shirt matches the puzzle perfectly.
Well done, Brent. You must have known. A little foreshadowing.
I like it.
It was very coordinated.
Rolanda's finishing up her last few yellow pieces.
Yes, and she's also one of our live stream co-hosts for later tonight. Our final, one of our pairs qualifiers. Oh, getting down.
Get in there.
To the last few pieces.
Nice.
Good job, Rolanda.
Excellent, amazing.
And then we had a finish there with 40 something.
It's Tyler.
Is it Tyler?
Yes.
Okay, great. Yep. All right, Rolanda got it done. Good job.
Phew. There we go.
It's probably a measure of like, phew, all right, got it done.
Bye.
Good stuff.
That time to catch your breath and go, oh my gosh, I did it.
Can you actually, Kyla, tell us a little bit? Oh, I'm not sure what table that was, but we love a pickup.
Always love a puzzle
Looks
pickup.
good. And a heart. Oh, table 59 there. That was Stephanie from Alberta, one of my fellow Albertans. I think there's more and more folks coming out from Alberta and BC and other parts of the country to be a part of these competitions alongside our regional events. So we do have regionals happening in many locations now throughout the country. So if you are at all interested in trying some of this out yourself, table 58, that was Kristen. Table 53, Morgan. just coming down to their last. Yeah, this is the part where we're hopping, right? We're like, ooh, getting them done.
Just
getting
one
them done,
after
getting
the
them
other
done.
coming in.
And then Rebecca in the background had her Kermit floating around. I know she's also one of our live stream hosts. You'll hear from her in our next round. She's making some progress with the help of Kermit watching over her, apparently, in the background there. Oh, found a piece. So that, I'm not sure who this was, but they just pulled a piece out of their bag. Yay! She found it in her bag. It was hiding in there. It's amazing how the bag will swallow a piece sometimes.
You
when
just
you're like,
don't
I'm
see it
sure.
at all. I'm sure I double-checked, triple-checked before you put it down on the floor, but...
I've gotten to the point where I keep the bag like kind of tucked under my chair when I'm speed puzzling, like just in case if I have to go back and double check. Or like you were saying, Kyla, if we're doing any of the virtual rounds at home and I have pets in the house, they're like, let's make sure they're not making off with any of our puzzle pieces. That's not a problem here at Nationals. No cats in the room to steal puzzle pieces
that
from
would
anybody
be
here.
Added challenge if we introduced cats into the rounds.
Yeah. So we had results-wise, kind of as a recap for folks too. We had our top 3. How far are we down with results at this point?
There we go. They're not listed in finishing
Even
order,
just number of people, because we have top
finished.
90 that get to go through, and I'm just curious where we're at.
Where we're at here.
We're figuring out how to. Okay, it looks like we're around 50-ish people, like around maybe a little more that aren't on the results sheet yet, but so we've still got room for finalists.
Yep, we're just over halfway, thereabouts, hitting the halfway mark on people qualifying for finals.
Yeah, which is great. So anybody out there still going? Oh, yay. Table 171.
Tara.
That was Tara. Good job, Tara. Congrats.
Oh, I love her.
I wonder if that's her dog
shirt. I love it.
Picture of her dog. 153. We just had Serena finish there, which is a good job.
Yes.
She looks like she's like, phew. I love when people are like, phew, I'm done.
It's finally,
you
it's
can
over.
see it on their face. It's like, oh, I got it. All right, table 179 or table 79 there. That is Janet. Oh, wait, no, sorry, Caroline. Who's just finishing that up, and her table mate Chloe is right beside her. Good job, Janice, getting that done. Congrats. Definitely, I believe, a contender at this point. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not going to make total cutoff announcement as far as who makes it through to finals because we don't have the exact count here at the table. But like we mentioned, I believe there's still space for folks to be moving on from the qualifying round to the final round.
That's it. There's always
going to be happening. So after this, we have another qualifying round, which is 11:15 a.m. Eastern time. Then we're going to have pairs at 2:15. Our individual finals is at 4:10 p.m. So you'll want to make sure to come back for that round. Especially, we will have we're getting to know everybody, and everybody's getting a warm up in these qualifying rounds, and it'll be really fun to see everyone then. Table 152. Madison, congrats. Good job. She's got it done. Are you competing in the next round, Kyla?
I am in the next round, yes.
Oh, we're going to have to keep an eye out for Kyla in the next round here. Now, are you like, maybe, I wonder if it'll be another stock photo or one of the artists and the illustrators.
Making me wonder. Exactly.
I mean, we don't know.
Making me predict what we might see in the second round. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, we really don't know.
Maybe
the round
another
starts.
puzzle with hopefully not a third of the puzzle being a solid color.
Yeah. You never know. Probably bring somebody. Did we still have people around? Tess, I think, is right there, right? And then Liam as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll see if we can bring in a couple more. We have a couple more of our competitors, some of our top puzzlers in the country here. That we'll see if we can wave anybody over. Where's Jen? Yeah, I don't see it. That's all right. This might be our... Oh, I was going to ask you too, Kyla, about the traveling puzzles as well. Like,
yes.
What's going on with the traveling puzzles these days?
So the traveling puzzles is an activity that the CJPA hosts. And it's not for speed, it's not for time, they're all wooden puzzles that travel around different cities in Canada to enjoy at your leisure. So this weekend we're working on a lot of the city leads that have been hosting their puzzles in their region, have brought them all back to Nationals, and we're going to do a quick swap and then send them out. Just looking to see who's on table 74 real quick.
74, that was Leanne. Congrats, Leanne, finishing
Yay.
there. Yep.
So there will be sign-ups soon on the CJPA website. If there is a city that you live in that has a traveling puzzle coming soon, you'll be able to register to take part. And
I want to say, I think that was Sebastian. I'm not 100% sure on the table number there.
Excellent finish.
Yep, that was Sebastian. Good job.
Well done.
Got it done. Great. So I know the traveling puzzle is meant to be like passed, kind of not mailed around, but if we live in a location, then there's enough people that might want to share a puzzle. Yeah.
So as an example, I host one of the traveling puzzles in Ottawa, and they're not meant to be mailed so that nobody has to spend money on postage and shipment fees.
Yep.
So we're keeping them all fairly local to small puzzling communities within, I think there's Ottawa, Halifax, Calgary, Edmonton.
I want to add Lethbridge to that. Well, that's my
plan. We should get one out.
We've got enough puzzlers that I know now in Lethbridge where I'm like, okay, we'll get another Alberta location going here. Maybe more than one. Who else is out there that wants to do a traveling puzzle?
So as long as it's within comfortable driving distances or using public transit to get the puzzle from person to person. And you can register for the city that you are able to participate in if you're interested on the CJPA website. And then after Nationals, we will definitely get the new wave of puzzles out to everyone to start traveling around.
What kind of puzzles are they?
So they're all wooden puzzles, which they're so nice. I know wooden puzzles aren't always in everybody's budget, so it's a nice opportunity to give them a try. We have some Canadian puzzle companies that help out sponsoring, providing the puzzles. So we have Stumpcraft and Puzzle Lab. There's also a couple wooden Ravensburger puzzles that are out circulating. They range from about 250 to 500 pieces, and the images are just beautiful. They're so pretty for casual puzzling. They're great to sit one afternoon and.
Well, and I did a Stumpcraft puzzle. It wasn't through CJPA. It was something else. I got a traveling puzzle through. Oh, table 77 just finished there. That's Susan. Good job, Susan.
Excellent.
Yeah. But I was part of and I got it was a Stumpcraft puzzle sent to me. And if you haven't done a wooden puzzle before, they are so unique.
Yes.
They're so unique. They're so much fun. They're just like weird, wonky shapes and all kinds, and they're beautiful.
They're
even they smell nice. The wood smells nice.
Yes. The artists they use, they create such beautiful images, and a lot of the wooden puzzles have fun whimsy pieces. So it's almost a puzzle within a puzzle, trying to find where the whimsy pieces go. And I think it's Stumpcraft puzzles. If you keep all the whimsy pieces, you can put them together to create a smaller puzzle within a puzzle, which is always fun.
We were, the Stumpcraft puzzle that I actually did end up buying one, even though it was, like you said, they're not inexpensive. Trying to get attention here. They're not inexpensive, but we're trying to get people up here. They're not inexpensive. They are, they really are kind of collector's items in a way if you're going to buy a wooden puzzle, especially like the Stumpcrafts and such. They are so unique and so beautiful. I did get, it was because I live in Alberta. Stumpcraft is from Alberta. They had a Waterton puzzle. I'm like, okay, I got to buy this one. That's the national park close to where I live. And they're so much fun. Thanks for that, Si. Thanks for that. Yeah.
They'll know. They'll come tell us.
Hello, ladies.
Hello. Welcome.
Hello. Introduce yourselves. I think you'll have to share that microphone. That one's for the MC.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you hold it relatively close to your mouth.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I am Tess McLaughlin.
Hi, Tess.
Or Tess Brown.
Now.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Right. I forgot. My name changed very recently. So
congratulations.
Thank you. So yes, I'm Tess Brown. I live in Burnaby, BC, and I've been speed puzzling for about 3 years. This is my second nationals.
Awesome.
And I think I got third in this qualifier.
You did, yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Congrats on that.
I'm Nicole Bertrand. I am from Chilliwack, BC, just outside of Vancouver.
Yeah.
And this is my first nationals. I've been speed puzzling for just over a year. But I've been puzzling my whole life. Speed
you were with
puzzling.
us on Invitational.
Yeah,
I remember when we
Invitational.
did that event just about a month ago. That was super fun. Which anybody, you can see the recording from that on YouTube as well. That was a fun little smaller kind of event for everybody, but it was a lot of fun to do. So what did you ladies think of this puzzle? First impressions when you pulled it out of the bag.
First impressions, I was pretty happy. there's a lot of color and a lot of little projects and sections in like the middle and bottom. So my first impression was good. I knew there was a lot of yellow, but I tend to like yellow in speed puzzling. And there's also different like lines and shades of yellow going on within that. So I was pretty happy when I saw it come out of the box.
Good. Nice.
Okay, opposite. I was like too much yellow, and the problem was that the yellow was on both sides of the puzzle, so I would be happy if it was in one section. I started to think about doing the yellow border, and I saw that there was like a darker yellow on the bottom, but I didn't want to waste my time with it just yet, so I moved on to like Tess said, like the smaller sections, like the sleeping bags, the marshmallows are easy, and then I just started on the house, and I typically actually like to speed puzzle a nice horizon line and then up and down. So that's the first thing I did.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you worked from kind of this area.
Yeah, I worked from that, went up, and then went down at the same time because the reflection was actually quite clear on the image when you're puzzling. So sometimes you didn't really know at some points what was the reflection and what wasn't. I don't know if you saw that too, Tess, but so I kind of got all that done. I absolutely left the yellow to last, and then just found the lines, like Tess said.
Yeah. Is that like how did you approach this in a normal way that you would with like, or did you take maybe a different approach than you normally would with speed puzzling?
Slightly different than I normally would. I tend to work off the edges, so I find projects near that. So I started off like that with the like red in the corner, the blue in the other corner, but then I went directly into the middle of the puzzle, which I usually try not to do, but it was just kind of the only thing to work off of.
Yeah.
So I'd say heading to the middle immediately isn't something I do a lot. And having the sky not attached to the top edge is also weird for me.
Yeah, it is
because I love a sky because it attaches to the top edge. And so you just like work on the top edge and work down, and it's so nice. But this sky is just kind of isolated in the middle, which makes it a lot harder. But I did end up doing maybe a few minutes into working on the middle, I realized if I pulled the pieces that had half tent, half inside on it, then it worked really well. So I built that kind of like circular frame, and that really helped with my thing in the middle. It was like its own like fake edge kind of.
Yeah, it was kind of a puzzle within a puzzle, we were saying a bit, like when you start looking at it that way.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did as well. I found that dark edge between, but I left the sky and stuff, like the sky edge to last, but I definitely, because I was working in the trees, I decided, I never do trees in the beginning, but I did it this time. Yeah, so I definitely did the bottom edge, got that together, kind of worked up a little bit, abandoned that pretty quick, and then went into the middle, and then came back to the bottom. So the answer to your question, no. I did not approach this the same.
Which question was that again?
Yeah, I did not approach this the same way that I normally do. Because I like a good edge. I like my edge to be done. Like Tess said, we can work off of it, find the projects off of it. I call it an anchor point. That's the terms we use.
Exactly.
So this one, I had no anchor points for a lot of it. Ooh, someone just finished. Woo.
Congrats.
It sounded like they
had that was a good one.
Good support out in the stands too. That's fantastic.
That's wonderful.
That's awesome. Oh, another one. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's part of it with this whole speed puzzling too. Like until you see the puzzle, you really don't know what strategy you're going to take or if you're going to stray from the way you might prefer to do things. But
me abandoning the border is not a thing I do.
Yeah.
So I was nervous, but I put on a little slider. I put it to the side, and I said, "That's future Nicole's problem." And
not too far off future, but a little bit future.
Yeah, she's in the future though.
Oh, that's so great. Thanks, ladies, for popping over. I know we'll see you in the finals and such as well later this afternoon, so I'm glad you're able to pop over and say hello.
Awesome. Thank you for having us.
Bye.
Have a great rest of your stream. Yeah.
All right, we're getting some more competitors finishing, which is so fun. Heather, it looks like just finished their table 96. Good stuff. Again, I like these size of relief sometimes. And then 87 here, it looks like that's Maria. It looks like Maria inadvertently matches the puzzle as well. Came with the yellow pants on today, so yep. It's kind of cracking me up how many people, of the people we've interviewed so far that are like, oh, I was really happy to see the yellow. And I mean, from the perspective though, it is a very bright color. That is a good point. Even though it's like a lot of it, it's like, oh yeah, it is bright. Like better that than a dark starry sky kind of thing for sure. Who's at table 84? I think that looks like Kate, who's just finishing there. And again, back to Maria, almost done, which is wonderful. Table 84. So Kate just finished. Good job, Kate. Looking good. No, but you were saying, Kyla, with the traveling puzzles, there will be an opportunity on the website to sign up at some point for folks to do that?
Currently on the website, the cities that have puzzles that are currently out circulating and cities that have puzzles upcoming after nationals, they're all listed.
Yeah.
About 3 or 4 weeks ago, we just launched a traveling puzzle in Georgetown. So for all the puzzlers that are in Georgetown, they can now sign up and get on the wait list to have the Georgetown traveling puzzle come their way.
Yeah. How do you is there like, how many people would you want to see in a group of puzzlers to qualify, if you will, for a traveling puzzle?
If you are interested in hosting one of the traveling puzzles in your area.
Wait a minute, who is this
Oh my
young
goodness,
person?
who they are.
So this is Dev. And I don't know how old Dev is, but I'm impressed. We got a young one here. Making some great progress on the puzzle.
He's completed
That's exciting.
everything. The center of the puzzle and the bottom piece. We're just left with those 10 pieces.
I love seeing younger folks coming
The
out
younger
and
generation
puzzling
starting
and
to come into the speed puzzling.
Yeah, it's almost like watch out as they, if they grow
Give
up
it a
puzzling
couple
this way.
years
Oh my
and
gosh.
that's it.
Yeah.
They're going to give us a run for our money.
Oh, that's so much fun. Yeah, sorry, I interrupted you about
No, it's more exciting watching the puzzlers here. If you're interested in hosting a traveling puzzle, we're looking for a puzzling community where you think you could average 15 to 20 puzzlers. However, we're also looking at it all at a case-by-case basis because not everybody lives in a big city center, right?
Yes.
So we don't want to deny the smaller puzzling towns and communities and villages in Canada the opportunity to also host one.
Yeah.
So even if you think maybe only 5 to 10 people may sign up, that's okay too, right? It's the beauty of it is we can mail the puzzle out to you and then mail it to a new location afterwards.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. And even along that side note too, we've had some people asking about and expressing a bit of interest in like, how do I get a local community of puzzlers going? I think Rolanda, when her and I are hosting the last pairs qualifier later today, her and I were going to talk a little bit about that because she has that. It's Ottawa, right?
That's right. Ottawa
been
puzzles.
part of that. Rebecca Waddell, who is again one of our live stream hosts, coming up in the next session. But she's gotten quite the. Oh, Rebecca's done! Yay! I didn't even see her finish. She's got quite the community going now in Winnipeg, Manitoba puzzlers, and it's something we're looking at with CJPA is even a little bit of maybe I don't know, some course, a little class or two or a session or two or whatever for those of us who are interested. And I put myself in that category because I live in Lethbridge, smaller city in Alberta, and we have a bit of a puzzling community, but like to look to get something maybe a little more official or not official from a CJPA perspective, but a little more like structured and such, maybe in your own community, can be a really fun thing to look at. It's like I'm always impressed that even where I live, that just this small little community that started to get built through our library. And all of a sudden, there's quite a group of us that are really loving puzzling. So
that was Chloe from New Brunswick. Just finished.
Good job, Chloe. Great job. Awesome. And that's table. They're really working my eyes on some of these numbers.
Table numbers, I know. Just working on those last sky pieces, that solid
it's
blue.
Like, okay, can I see these colors? Can I see these pieces here? Yes. Table 117 and 118. We've got Marianne and Jennifer.
Making great progress.
Making some really good progress back there. That is great. It looks like we also have CTV here off to the side. I don't know exactly where that's broadcasting and when, but that's kind of fun to see. Excuse me. Here at the competition this year, I believe they actually reached out to our, to our board, like to the lead team, and just, hey, we might want to come out and interview some of your puzzlers. And look at us getting national coverage.
We are.
Ooh. Or maybe local coverage, I don't know. But coverage, news
One
coverage
or the
nonetheless.
other. It's all good.
news coverage nonetheless. Yeah, so we're clearing out the room a little bit. Front to back, you can definitely see. I want to say I'm going to stand up and look because I can't see.
Yes, of course. Definitely up where we're sitting.
I would say we're
front
at least half.
5 or 6 rows are really starting to empty out.
Maybe like less than half still left there. And again, for a lot of puzzlers, it really is like just finishing can be the goal, finishing in our 2-hour time. We got about 27 minutes left in our 2 hours of competing time today. So that would be table, was that 78?
78, Janice. Yeah. Janice, yes.
Janice, good job, Janice. Table 172 is finishing. That's Raven. Just completing there. So yeah, that's the thing. And I'll say from experience, because when I do speed puzzling, I'm always at the end of the pack. And who cares? It's still fun.
As long as everyone's still having fun, that really is the main goal here today and all throughout this weekend.
Yeah. My goal is always I want to finish before the 2 hours would be up.
Yes.
That I would say is always my main goal. But yeah, there's lots of opportunity to try this, because I've had whenever I mention to people, I don't know, Kyla, about like people in your day-to-day life, when you talk about speed puzzling, what is their reaction to that?
Usually their first reaction is, that's a thing?
Exactly.
What do you mean you speed puzzle?
You're doing what?
That's a sport? Yes, it very much is. And then you start telling them about all the events, nationals, regionals, worlds, the World Series.
Yes.
And then they go, oh my gosh, we had no idea it was so huge.
Yeah. And I always say too, I'm like, because I get those exact responses. And when I was telling people that I was coming out here from Alberta, I'm like, oh, I'm going out to Ontario. I'm going out to Georgetown for the nationals. And they're just like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, let me tell you what we're doing out there. Speed puzzling. And exactly your comment, that's a thing? Yes, it is. But once people get it, it's amazing to see how intrigued they can be by it as well. Yeah, I always say, and now because we're going to have our competition recordings up on our channel too, it's like, come check out our live stream recordings.
There's Sophie with that last corner. Oh, good just job. Looking for a quick last piece on the floor. You got it. She got it. Yeah. There we go.
And yeah, if somebody is actually missing a piece, they have that. It's the lesser of the time it takes them to find it, or 10 seconds at the most is the penalty for a missing piece.
That's right.
And I think that's a little different if they can't find the piece at all. Like if it's considered a manufacturer error, that gets taken into consideration. But you might have seen that a couple of times already. A piece can end up on the floor inadvertently or on your lap or whatever, and you may or may not realize that till you're coming down to the end. But yeah, there's...
Table 182, this is Jordan from Ontario, finishing up their puzzle.
Great. Jordan, and then Kirsten.
Well done.
Good job, Jordan. Great stuff.
And I know this time of year there's the hockey playoffs on TV that everybody's watching, but you tell people at work or at home saying, I'm watching live stream speed puzzling, and they kind of give you that look going, well, how exciting is that compared to watching any other sport? And you just have to get them to watch that first live stream, and I see so many people get hooked and go, oh my gosh, actually, this is really intense and super fun to watch. You get so into it.
I agree. I want to say I probably watched, the first live stream I probably watched would have been Worlds a couple of years ago with it. And it's also been cool to see the different associations in other countries as well, more and more doing live streams, and we get to watch all kinds of puzzlers around the world, see what they're doing. This would be, looks like Donna at Puzzle. Oh, another one of my fellow Albertans, Puzzle or Table 94 there. Donna's getting close to the end, which is wonderful to see as well. Again, those final little yellow bits up in the corners. That was that point too Nicole was saying about not only the fact that there was a lot of yellow on the puzzle, but there's two sides.
Yellow on both sides, exactly.
You're kind of bumping back and forth to see who's... Yeah, it's like, oh, is it going to be over here? Or is it going to be over there? Which side is this piece going to go on? That's another element that keeps you on your toes for this puzzle
and
as
it looks like she has all her puzzle pieces in her hand, and as she gets the next one ready, it's like, okay, we're figuring out where it goes. and then switching them out and just doing it one by one.
I'm always impressed when people will keep pieces on their puzzle when they're puzzling. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't see them.
I can't see.
But I know some people will do that. They'll keep the pieces even super close at times on the puzzle itself.
And then you're just focusing on one at a time.
I like the way Donna had that. She was just like, all right, they're in my hand, ready to
Next
dole
one,
them out.
like a dispenser, exactly.
Yeah, exactly, like a dispenser. Oh, the dining room table is mine. I think I've seen that shirt online. That is true in my house too. The dining room table is owned by my puzzles. My kids are like, "Can I eat here?" No. No, sorry.
No.
No. You're older now.
Puzzling going on.
Go eat somewhere else.
That's it.
There's puzzling
That's
going on.
what our bedrooms are for. Come on now.
Yeah. It's like you're a teenager. You don't want to eat here anymore. It's all good. All right, Donna's got her last couple pieces in her hand, I think. We can't totally see the corner, but it looks like, yay!
Yay!
Good job, Donna. Fellow Albertan getting some things done here, which is wonderful. That is so good to see. 116. We have Judy. Judy is pretty close. So Judy did the yellow first, working on the innards. A little later approach.
Left the solid blue to last.
Yep, left the solid blue to last. We've seen that a few times today.
We
with
had
this
Mary-Eve
puzzle.
on table 115, working through those tent pieces. I'm seeing a lot of people wearing the new CJPA t-shirts today
They're
too.
so fun.
They're so fun.
I think that was Susan, who was just kind of a last-minute competitor. I think that was Susan on table 50. So she was making some progress there. Yeah, the CJPA, there was some really fun people. What does it say? You think I would know? Puzzle people are my people. It says, puzzle people are my people on the back. They're so cute. It's like, yes, puzzle people are my people. I think that would be true. Everybody would feel that way in this room for the most part.
Puzzle people are great. I love how this community really does cheer each other on, and everyone's here to support everyone. You can still have that competitive edge, but everyone's so excited when they hear their friends hit their goals or get a new best time.
Looks
oh
like
my gosh.
a missing piece, so that was Audrey.
Audrey.
Oh, that's such a bummer when that happens. Hope she can find it there. And yeah, back to Susan there, I think. Or Sarah, sorry, not Susan. Sarah on table 50. Getting down to those last few blue pieces again. Are you feeling like you want to run off and do this to prep for your next round?
We're getting there, yes.
Maybe not before
starting
then.
to set in going, oh gosh, I'm puzzling soon.
It's like panic first because we're live streamed together. Then you'll panic to do your next round. Oh, I think she was missing her puzzle piece there still. I think that was Audrey at 150. Was missing a piece but had completed there. So congrats to her for getting that done. And then did we miss her finish? 117 was Marianne, who looks like she was finishing. And then we have Sarah.
Yes,
Good
there
job,
we go.
Sarah. Well done. Good job there. This is such a bright, beautiful room. You can even see it on the screen, how nice and bright. And like it's that makes a difference for puzzling. As we all know, the lighting can make a huge difference.
Huge difference. Oh,
Table
goodness, we have another missing
40.
piece.
So we have Jenna at table 40 there. Jenna from Manitoba. Looks like she was missing a piece.
And to try to make sure that everyone's going home with a completed puzzle, I think they have a copy that is already assembled. And if you have a missing piece, you can go back and kind of pick from the completed extra puzzle at the back and add that to your puzzle so that at least you're going home with all 500 pieces.
Oh, yeah. This is Vanessa at table 106, down to those last yellow pieces on the edges. We do that for the virtual competitions, too. There's always a completed version of the puzzle in case if people end up missing pieces anywhere.
Yes.
It's like, okay, we do. Although we did recently have, I can't remember which competition it was, but somebody, and of course this is a manufacturing error. It was not a cat stealing a puzzle piece. I think they had 28 missing pieces on a puzzle in one of our virtual competitions recently. It's like, ooh, it's one thing to miss one or two pieces, but oh, that was a lot. That was a lot. My goodness.
In one of the virtual events, I was missing a corner piece, and it was a couple weeks later. It showed up in the mail in a little envelope from the completed puzzle.
Oh, that's so nice.
They figured it out, and it's like, oh, that's great puzzle mail.
like especially with a competition puzzle, like you were saying, you do want to have it complete. You want to be able to take it home. You might do a few more rounds and see how you compare with your time. Table 164 there. That's Emily. Oh wait, table 107. She is almost done there. Natalia. She's almost done.
Oh, table 99 here.
And that's
Last
Sandy.
few blue pieces. Sandy, here we go.
With my dining room table shirt that
mine.
I like. Love it. Now I'm wondering if I need to get a puzzle tattoo. I'm seeing people's tattoos, and then we saw that puzzle tattoo with one of our volunteers earlier. It's like, that might be fun.
The ideas are swirling.
Oh, good job. So that was Natalia, just finished there at 107.
Oh, excellent.
Good job.
Big smiles. I love it.
Yeah. Okay. We're getting her done. Sandy's getting her done there. Wonderful. Oh, no, another piece.
Oh, jeepers.
She finding it. Sometimes pieces like to hide, too, I swear.
You don't realize how far once they fall off the table, sometimes they bounce.
Yeah.
Well, so far away than where you would think you'd find them.
Yeah. You're like, why are you on the other side of the room? Couldn't have gone that far. All right, Sandy just finished as well. That's great. Yeah, like I was saying with that Eurographics puzzles we had in Alberta in March, because the pieces were so big, I must have dropped like 12 pieces on the floor at one point. You would hear them like click. I'm like, whatever, we'll leave them to the end. We'll go find them later. But that was my poor space management.
It's a future me problem.
Yeah, I really like that actually. It may be like 3 minute in the future me, but still a future me problem. Yeah, 167. This is Andrea from Alberta. Another Albertan here. She's finishing up. Good job, Andrea.
There
Yay. Great job. And then, of course, we got Russ on the screen there, who is one of our founders of CJPA. And he was, everybody would have heard. I don't know if that was on the live stream. I think it's on the recording where they did the intros and opener for everybody. You'll hear Russ's voice as our MC throughout the weekend. Here, yeah. Now it makes me want to go on a trip to Emerald Lake. I will say that about this puzzle. Makes me want to go there. Like we said, with our cup of hot chocolate, whether it's warm or cold. But I will say, I would warn you, Kyla, if you tried to go in the summer, it will be way too busy.
True. Peak tourist season.
Peak tourist season in the Rocky Mountains is not a good thing.
And bug season. I do love summer, but I don't like the mosquitoes or the deer flies.
No, but we don't have deer flies the same way you guys do out here.
True.
A little bit, like if you go deeper into the hills, you will, but not as bad as what I think you guys get out here. There's some puzzle trivia for everybody on the live stream. Do we have deer flies in Alberta compared to Ontario?
What is the bug situation? I do need to know before I travel.
I mean, the bug situation in Alberta?
Just anywhere, really.
Yeah. I was going to say, your good old typical mosquitoes probably. I think they're the most annoying.
There you go. We have Alex on 109.
Oh, nice.
Excellent.
Good
well
job,
done.
Alex. He got it done. Finished with a smile, that's for sure. He's finishing with a smile. Oh, you'll see too with some competitors, especially for teams, we'll see that a lot tomorrow with teams where everybody has their matching shirts.
Yes.
And like you had mentioned earlier about people coming up with team names is half the fun sometimes for the puzzling journey. And you
All
may
the
see
plays
people
on words.
Yep.
Our team name is based on a mistake. Back in 2023, when CJPA hosted their first nationals, we didn't know our team name when we registered, so we just put TBD in, like to be determined, in the registration form, and then we never updated the CJPA. So when we got to nationals, we were team TBD.
Oh
and
my gosh.
so it stuck, and now every year, even this year, it's still team TBD. And now this year we're team TBD returns. But
oh my gosh, that's really funny. I love that. That's like a team name with a story behind it, right? Nancy at 197 we saw there briefly, and we have Allison from Ontario here at 147. Who's coming down at 147, and then Lavina is with her at the table, coming down to the wire and getting things done there. And we got about 13 minutes, give or take, left. It's a lot of...
That's still a lot of time.
Yeah, a lot of time. A lot can happen in that time.
Absolutely.
And we're probably, I want to say maybe 3/4 of people are done at this point.
I think so.
Giving a quick glance. Yep, we got you on the live stream. There, Allison. Good job. She got finished. That is great to see. And I'm not sure, you and I have been chatting away this whole time. I'm not sure on the state of where we're being live streamed to. Facebook, YouTube, what I don't know for sure,
I'm not sure. At one point,
hopefully we get that figured out for our next round.
They had moved the live stream over to the Astral Wave Productions Facebook page. So they were live over there hoping, I think with the hopes that by the time qualifying B round comes around, hopefully we can transition back to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But for now, they are live, or were live, on their Facebook page.
166 is Heather out of Alberta. And she's getting down to the wire there.
Last couple pieces.
And then 148. That was Lavina again. Yeah, Lavina's getting those last couple of pieces in there. Yay!
Excellent.
Congrats.
Well done.
We see you here. It's actually kind of fun to have this vantage point, I have to say, when we're at the live stream table. It's like you get to see people a lot easier from up here. And our camera crew is doing an amazing job of getting to these tables and getting a good view of everything.
Helping the cameras to flag the camera people down to say, okay, we've got a finisher over here, we've got a finisher over here. They're working together so well to make sure we can get as many people as we can on camera today.
And that's the thing. Yeah, it's really, I know Amanda mentioned that at the beginning. It's like there are over 100 volunteers at this event, many of whom are also puzzling too. So it's a mix of like they're volunteering and then they've got their rounds and, you know, and people of course who are just volunteering. But it takes, I mean, the entire CJPA, the board, everything, like everything is a volunteer run for this organization. So it's, you know, it's a lot of work that goes into this. And even being on site here, we're so grateful for the folks who come to help out. And it's actually pretty fun to volunteer. Like I was a spotter for one of the rounds in Alberta. It was a lot of fun.
It's so much fun
it's
to be a spotter.
Lot of fun.
You feel like you're in the thick of it and you can watch everyone kind of right in the middle of things. I was a spotter for finals last year during the Walk in the Rain puzzle.
Oh, that puzzle. Yep. Everybody's favorite.
Everyone's favorite.
10 minutes remaining.
Yeah.
There we go. We just had our 10-minute warning. So 10 more minutes in this year's qualifying round A individuals.
Yep. And we just have Martin on the screen here. I think Martin's going to be getting done. He's coming down to those last sections in yellow. So looking good. And if somebody does not complete, just so you know, from a rules perspective, if you don't complete the puzzle, the pieces that you have left are what gets counted. So you're still placing in the results, but you're placing then based on, it was 2 hours plus however many pieces were left after the fact. And that applies to all of the events, individual, pairs, teams. Yay! So we had our Heather there from Alberta just finished as well. I'm assuming Jigsaw Jockeys is her team name.
Team name, yes. I'm sure we'll see them on
looks like they're
tomorrow.
riding a puzzle on that shirt. That's, yeah, not only the name. So what team TBD, do you have what image do you have? Do you just have the names or do you have an image to go with that on your shirt?
We just show up on the day with whatever we feel like wearing.
To be determined that morning.
That's it.
Whatever
exactly.
I felt like.
We stay on theme. We determine it on the day.
That is, that's honestly probably one of my favorite team names I've heard. I love that so much. I love it so much. We did, when I made my kids do the teams with me in Alberta the first year, that was 2024. They did it around a regional in Alberta. I made my kids do it with me, and we had Every Damn Puzzlin' was our team name.
Oh my goodness. The last time we saw Dev, he had just started working on the 10 pieces, and now we're down to just the last dozen or so.
Go Dev. I'm so impressed. Yeah, he's made a lot of progress in that short time. Really has. Okay, Martin here is just getting those last couple of pieces in. That's where you're like, yay, I'm going to finish.
There we go.
Yay! Good job, Martin. Oh, we've got Dev's got. Is Dev being live streamed? It looks like Dev might even being live streamed on there.
I love
with
that.
I'm assuming a parent or a family member maybe who's watching him there. Oh, good job. I actually don't know the answer to who our youngest competitor is this year. I'd be curious to. I don't know if we actually know because we don't ask people's birthdays when they register.
That's right.
But I'm guessing Dev might be in that category. Definitely one of the younger folks that we'll see here. Oh my gosh, look at him go.
So
I
good.
love it. What a good job. Yay!
Yay.
He's like,
Congratulations.
yeah, you can see he's like, all right, I'm done. That's amazing. Good job for him. Yeah. You can tell somebody, yep, fist
There.
bump. Oh, that might have been that was Bob, our live stream guy that had him on Facebook, I think. That's what he was doing. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Hey, and we got some good, what do you call it? Holdability. Would that be the right word when you pick up a puzzle and it doesn't fall apart?
It doesn't immediately crumble.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's always good with Ravensburger puzzles too. They have some pretty good stickability, I think, that way, which sometimes you look at a puzzle sideways and it falls apart. So I always like a puzzle that can stay together a little
Just long
bit.
enough to get that picture
Yeah.
for Instagram or something, right?
Then it can crumble.
And
then it can
that's
crumble
it.
to the
It
ground.
can shatter.
Yeah. 115.
It's 11. We're just hearing that Dev is 11.
11, really?
That is so
Wow.
impressive.
Dev, I'm so
500-piece puzzle
impressed.
under 2 hours.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Mariev just finished at 115. Good job.
Yay.
108. We just had Allison finish there. Good job. Yeah, Dev is 11. That's wonderful. I dare say he's probably going to be our youngest competitor here this weekend for sure. 102. Is that Yana? All right.
Well,
I think she might have had a last minute on the floor piece, but found that for 102. Good job. Good job getting some pieces in there. 146 is Gail from BC. Oh, see, like we're coming down almost around the 5-minute mark, but it's possible. Like when you're at this stage, 5 minutes left can feel like, oh, it's only 5 minutes, but then waving at my friend who's taking a picture of me.
oh, Shalini just finished
Oh,
her
great.
puzzle. Excellent. Well done.
Good job. It's like, yay. I think like you were saying too, Kyla, the puzzling community is such a, it's a wonderful, welcoming,
Yes.
inclusive, like it's just such, and that's part of what I think I like about puzzling at large. Like there's just, anybody can puzzle, really. Anybody can get into puzzling. It can be such a social thing as well.
That's it.
Yeah.
Even for us introverts, it can be
Yeah.
a very comfortable social situation, puzzling.
Yeah. It was funny last night. We got our puzzle moments, the little Ravensburger puzzle that we got with registration. And my friend and I went out for supper last night, and we did the puzzle on the table at the restaurant. The waitress is like, "What are you guys doing?" We're like, "We're doing a puzzle.
Why
Come
not?
on, why not?" Yeah, they were quite intrigued. And then our speed puzzling was, let's get it done before the appetizer comes.
Oh, that's a good goal.
Which we did. It was 99 piece, so it wasn't too hard, but it was quite funny to do. All right, this is Gail. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name correctly, but finishing at table 146. Oh my goodness, down to the last 4 minutes. Eee, I feel so excited for everybody. Oh my goodness. Yeah, what a round this has been. And then I think, again, reminder, top 90 of our finishers are going to be in our finals. And so you can see that list coming up already on the Canadian JPA.ca website. You'll be able to check the results there as well directly, live during the competitions, but also after the fact. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm holding my breath for him. It's like, oh my gosh.
You can do it. You can do it.
I almost want to get up and, but I don't know. If I jump up and down, we won't be on our mics. So you and I gotta, that's what we're learning at the live stream table. Stay close to the microphone. Yeah, very good. I think he's going to get this done. That is so doable. So doable. It's kind of funny, even with the Ravensburger being a blue-backed piece too, and you're finishing a blue part. It's like,
That's true.
Got to make sure they're all flipped over as well. Yeah, which is really good. And he's like, wait a minute, I've got some at the bottom. I see that too. Sometimes that'll sneak up on you. You forget you have some open spots in another part of the puzzle. Oh yes, look at that. Oh, I'm so excited. Yay!
Excellent.
Got it done. Wonderful. There's almost something even a little more exciting about getting finished under the wire, because you're like, oh, am I going to meet that 2-hour mark or
You
not?
can do it.
Yep. You can do it. Yeah, this is so great to see. Yeah. And again, I mean, hopefully this inspires those of you watching who maybe haven't tried speed puzzling yet. Like, you don't need to be fast or anything to register for nationals or any of our regional events. Like, they are open to everybody, all speeds, all ability of puzzling.
Absolutely.
And not. Yeah. You could make somebody come with you and build a team. That's kind of fun to do with puzzling too. If you have some friends that you might want to join next year and such. Oh, we're going to be on the news tonight, CTV.
At 6 p.m.
Very cool. All right, everybody. Stay tuned. Looking for us on CTV tonight as well. That's very exciting. Look at us speed puzzling, getting some national recognition. Woo. Super fun.
Coming down to the last 90 seconds. We're going to see our final puzzlers finish up.
127. That would be Judy and Kathy, it looks like there.
There we go.
Yep. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's 110, I think.
110.
1 minute.
Is that
1
Pat?
minute remaining.
Pat, yes.
Oh my gosh, Pat. Oh, Pat. But see, Pat did
No pressure, no
where she
pressure.
has the pieces on there. Oh my gosh, Pat. You're making me hold my breath. It's like, oh, she's going to get, oh my gosh. But she's got the pieces like so close on there when you have them on the, like at least they're really close to reach.
You're not reaching exactly
Yeah.
and spending that time reaching. They're all just right in front of you and you can push them into place.
That's amazing. Amazing, amazing.
Oh my gosh, you can do it. You can do it.
Good job, Pat. We are getting there. Oh my goodness. I feel like we're not even saying anything on the live.
No,
we're just holding our
We're
breath.
just holding our breath for
We're like,
it.
oh my gosh, is she going to get there? Oh no.
Oh no. That panic frustration.
I understand
You
how
got
that
this.
feels.
You got this.
Oh, we just had another
7,
finisher last minute too.
5, 4, 3,
We're a little
2,
ahead.
1. Hands off your puzzle.
Aw, good job though,
Good
everybody.
puzzling, everyone. What an amazing
For
round.
those people who have not finished, any pieces of 2 or 3 or more connected are considered assembled. 2 is not.
Oh,
Please
yes.
pile your unfinished pieces in piles of 10 and
Yeah.
inform a spotter to come and count them, please.
There we go. So now we're
Awesome.
going to be counting up any remaining pieces. Like Russell just said, if you have 2 or more assembled, that's still considered part of the assembled part of the puzzle.
Yeah.
And
And
once you're
we,
done, please leave the area as soon as you can, as we need to get the next group in quickly.
our next round is the second individual qualifying heat, round B. That's going to start at 11:15 a.m. Eastern, which is kind of 15-ish minutes from now. So we do
Can I
turn
give
over
the
pretty quick.
volunteers for round B to come to
But
the
yeah,
front
thanks
of
for
the room,
joining
please?
us on this round. Kyla and I have really enjoyed
Yes, thank you so much,
chatting
everyone.
away with
We know
everybody.
there was a little bit of a hiccup with the live stream, but we're hoping
Yeah.
people will tune in after once the video itself, the recorded video, shows up on the CJPA website.
Wonderful. All right.
Stop recording.